What's up, everybody? I don't have a good intro or good intro, good welcome to Skinemax Saturday like I do. I'll figure something else out for our knife hands political show here. I'm happy to see you all here. Happy now. I don't know how happy we're going to be after we get into a lot of these topics we're going to talk about, because this is Talking with Knife Hands, which means you get good and fucking pissed off about everything. And I already dropped the F-bomb, so I think that means demonetized. I don't monetize these fucking episodes anyways, though. But hey, everybody, happy to see y'all here. If you all didn't see my messages, we're running a little bit late because, yes, I subjected myself to go and see the new Flash movie, which we'll definitely get more into on Skinemax Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern here on Bet's Talkin. I will say this. I didn't hate it. Was it the best? It definitely wasn't the fucking best. What I'm more angry about than anything, I was telling Green Hair Liberal as soon as I popped in, because I got home just in time to start this stream, was I really wish I didn't waste my damn time for the stupid fucking post-credits scene. Don't bother. Don't hang around there. Even when the post-credits scene ended, like, it all went to black and nobody got up because we're like, is there anything else? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's it. All right. Let's fucking leave.
I blame Ferris Bueller for the post-credit scene.
For that one? Why?
Well, no, that's the first movie that really started it.
Oh, I'm not upset about post-credit scenes in general. I think a lot of times they're fun, especially like something like this, where this movie is setting up. Again, we should talk about some Skinemax Saturday. We're not getting into it. Come back here on Saturday, everybody, and we'll talk about it then. Real quick, as always, I'm going to find a different game to play at some point on Thursday. I don't know what we're going to do, but we are going to do our drinking rules here as normal. Any single super chat, and we'll all do a social, or at least whoever else is drinking. It's during the week, so I think Green Hair said she's drinking some sort of a hot, weird fucking beverage. I'm drinking 100. Yes, I did admit I've had a hot butter rum before too, which sounds like a weird sex thing. But we'll social to any single super chat, and I always have, as always, my Redneck Riviera, John Rich's amazing whiskey. Also, the name of his bar where he says, what was it? He's not gonna carry Bud Light, or he said something about Bud Light at his bar. I can't remember what it was.
No Budweiser products, which is not really a big loss.
Yeah, well, no, Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is the one.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks was the idiot who I even loved Garth Brooks. This is a good political subject, so there's not a problem talking about this. I loved Garth Brooks when I was younger. Actually, I didn't so much when I was a teenager. My mom played him all the fucking time, and it took a hot girl to take me to a country bar and took me out dancing. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, hey, I like country music. I like Garth Brooks. But I started to really like him. But apparently, I didn't even realize he's already done some wokey shit. And now now he came out and said, hey, if you all want to, say fuck you to Bud Light, well, then fuck you. Don't come into my new bar on Broadway in Nashville. Okay, well, guess what? All those assholes that you hate, they're not going to show up at your fucking bar. You dipshit. So I have a good feeling that's probably going to crash here pretty soon. But no, John Rich made a comment, and again, I can't remember what it was, but John Rich did say something about, dude, if you don't like Bud Light, don't worry, we don't like Bud Light either. Fuck y'all. Come down to Redneck Riviera, which is the name of his bar, Nashville, also. But yeah, he's a great base individual, which is why I love drinking this. And for $20 more super chats, I will take a shot. Anybody else can join in as well if they wish. Whoop. Fuck my shit up.
Well,
all right.
I'm sitting here sipping on a tea-based cocktail. It is 100.
Did you say team-based? Are you watching Nickelodeon?
Tea, as in iced tea.
Okay.
It is 2 ounces of 101 proof wild turkey, 1 ounce of 90 proof SoCo, 1 ounce of peach schnapps, it's 90 proof, 1 ounce of razzmatazz, 1 ounce of lemon juice, and 6 ounces
the
of
recipe in the chat, dude.
and about 8 ounces of gay.
Especially with the Raz whatever.
Thank you for the recipe. Post it in the chat. I think we just cut down half of our stream to talk about your drink.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to decide on this on who's gonna let who in here. Me and Ryan are just always playing tug of war on letting guests
It's
in.
like it's like the guy that just like hangs outside the White House fence was let me in.
Ryan, I give you control. You go ahead and do
All
that.
right, fair enough.
All right, let's say hi to everyone. Since he's down in the corner now and already giving us drink recipes, Nana Reaper, our Army brother. By the way, everyone who is in the Army, happy birthday! The U.S. Army birthday was yesterday. That is always overshadowed by Flag Day. Everyone on news and everything says Happy Flag Day. Oh yeah, well fuck you, U.S. Army. You know, the flag takes precedence apparently. Even the Marines always get celebration for their fucking birthday. Everyone talks about that.
Don't get me started on flags right now.
On their birthday too, if you've ever noticed that.
Huh?
What was that?
Again?
Marines are always broke on November 11th.
Yeah,
Or 10th.
because we're getting hammered in preparation for it. Because it's all like, especially when it becomes like a 96, when it lines up that Thursday, Friday into the weekend with Veterans Day. It's great.
Yeah. That's great.
All I know is
Just
9
always
months from
like-
now, there's a lot of babies being born.
Nana Reaper, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I am currently heading at 17 knots at 180 degrees on my way to Bonaventure. So,
Wow. Mr. Moneybags. Gotta tell us about his Moneybags adventures. I was giving a shit. Well, that sounds like fun. Thanks for being here. Looking forward to talking about some terrible fucking bullshit, including flags. Raster, I'm very well aware you got something to rant about.
Jesus Christ.
God, you're just pissing everybody off, man.
Wasn't it
Look,
all day endeavor?
No, I'm not going. We'll get to it when we get to it. I already got that in the barrel.
oh, you got it in both barrels.
It's just, I think it's, you know, honestly, I'm not that passionate about the subject, but if you really want, if you're going to keep if you got a Hawaiian dude that's wearing lipstick and everything with like Ukraine flags in his bio, trying to tell me now how a flag is supposed to be flown.
Yeah.
And I've been on honor guard and have to set up this type of shit. I'm like,
I had to reply to the one
me.
asshole who's his fucking he, she, they, she, whatever the fuck, had their fucking comment covered because they're using profanity, saying there is no such thing as flag code, you fucking idiot. So I just copy and pasted the actual U.S. flag code. Really? There it is.
We had a debate about what a corridor was, and I'm like, they really want to get right down to, and I'm like, a corridor. And I'm like, where does a corridor terminate at? It's usually a portal or door, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So a corridor.
Wikipedia, I'm sure it'll tell you the right.
Yeah.
Stuff.
And I was like, okay, so what is on the south lawn? It's called the portico. Portico is where the corridor terminates. That means you have to walk out of the portico from the fucking corridor. And what's goes into the corridor is those fucking flags. Jesus Christ.
Real quick, I just want to say, well, welcome to the show, Cynthia. But no one here is wasted. I literally just drove home from the movie theater 10 minutes ago. I put down one single shot because it always loosens me up for a stream. But no one here is wasted, and sorry you don't like the foul language, but we're a bunch of fucking veterans. I mean, foul language is the word "fuck" is just part of our vocabulary.
Verb and a noun.
Noun and a pronoun and an adjective and a.
I was about to say
adverb.
I'm not sure. Like nobody's wasted here. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, Cynthia, I'm sorry if we're embarrassing you. Then this isn't the show for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you can go.
I mean,
rocks.
I appreciate your appreciation for our service. I just have a feeling you haven't spent much time around military folks. Anyways,
I suggest you put this on. If you have the kids present, make sure you turn the volume up on the PC monitor and let them just gather around. and let Uncle Adam tell you a story.
Come here,
me.
children. I was gonna say, nah, never mind. Green-haired, anti-liberal, our Marine Corps veteran, oorah.
Oorah, sir. Although, I'm assuming you were enlisted. I shouldn't.
Don't
insult you
call me
in
fucking
fashion.
sir.
My bad. You work for a living. Hi, how's it going?
We're all used to calling people in civilian clothes, sir. It's just an automatic something. Sir,
it's
man.
hard.
All that.
Yeah. I'm here.
You have your channel. You got to remember, you are now on YouTube.
Oh wait, no, Raster
Promote
doesn't
your
have
channel.
one yet.
No.
I have one video, so I have to work on that follow up, which I have ideas. Just haven't really. I don't know what I'm doing. So.
Well, I did include you. I did include you now in the video descriptions. You are there. If anybody wants to follow our green-haired anti-liberal Marine over there, she is in the channel description below, or video description below. At some point, we'll talk. We'll get your channel going something.
Thanks.
Ryan, my fellow Army comrade, military
is
police, which we will forgive you at some point, maybe sometime.
Well, I appreciate your forgiveness. No, it's good to be here on a Thursday. We're going to be talking about some interesting stuff. It's going to be a little more heavy-handed than our usual pop culture, but that's okay because you know what? Sometimes you got to talk about real-world problems, and there's a fuckload of that. So.
Yep. Apparently Cynthia is a little embarrassed by us, but it's enough to make a man drink. So that's what we're gonna do. Especially if anyone wants to drop a $20 super chat or more, I'm gonna have some shots.
Maybe that's what she's talking about. She saw us like I guess maybe last Saturday, and she's like, "You guys were drunk." I was like, "Well, I wasn't drunk because this is water. It'd be more fun if it was vodka, but you know it's not." So. Cheers.
I've never seen her show up. Cynthia,
she might be a lurker, dude.
For a service. I don't know. But if you think we're drunk now, I don't know. If you think we're drunk and embarrassing now, show up on Saturday.
Yeah, this is tame compared to Saturday.
This is the mild, tame show, especially largely thanks to Mr. Blue Cord, who's in the chat, along with Wookie Be Bad and a few others who like getting me blackout drunk live on YouTube. Thank God for Ryan there to end a stream if I ever pass out. Real quick, I do want to shout out also to Rumble. Again, at some point, maybe StreamYards will fix their shit and get it to where I can share your chat. Right now, I am watching it on my iPad. So if anyone does drop it, I will give you guys a shout out. The drinking rules do apply to you guys too. You can drop a chat in there for. I'll go ahead and pull it up again. Any single super chat, we'll do a social $20 or more, and we'll do a super shot. With that being said, Ryan, you want to say hello to our amazing chat here in the YouTubes?
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, we got Blue Cord Devil said, "Hey there, Adam. Let's talking." Nano Reaper. We got Horny Alf says, "Hail to Horny Alf, who had to unfortunately work this last weekend." Duty calls though sometimes, right? And we got JB says, "Hail everyone, hail to JB."
Hey,
and of course we got the lovely, she's also on the panel, green hair.
We like to call her gal.
We like to call her gal. And we got Tracy says, "Hey, hello, Tracy K. Thank you for stopping by,
Tracy."
And of course, we all know Shellback TJC. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? And Tracy says, "What? Did somebody post something I'm not even to yet? Oh God, here we go."
It's drinky time.
It begins.
All right. Well,
I should have. You know what? I got to get that Mortal Kombat scene. It has begun.
Yeah, that's a good clip. That would be a great clip.
That would be fantastic.
So JB for $20 says, "Let's get things started." Thank you.
Let's get it started. Hey, and if she thinks that we were embarrassing before. We have no shame.
No.
Cheers to you,
No.
JB. Thank you, buddy.
She's obviously never been by a barracks on a Friday night.
Nope.
There's absolutely no way that she's she knows anything about military service members.
Not a bit.
Unless I mean, I don't know, unless you've been hanging out with like the Air Force.
No,
you, Dermy.
Even the BOQ,
Dermy, that was
even
you.
the BOQ at Fort Campbell was
That's what I wanted to hear.
was more curse words being dropped than what she could handle.
Quick shout out, John Pressey. I don't think we've seen you in the chat before. Welcome, John. Welcome to Vets Talking, man. Appreciate the salute. I like that salute emoji. I think they had to bounce back from the pregnant man emoji by giving a salute at least.
Good old Bud Light maneuver.
Right. So let's get back. Shellback says, I clicked the button twice. John Rich is based. Yes, indeed.
Yes, he is.
Vor Axelon says, hell yeah, brother. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And of course, we will highlight one more time the most important part. She says, thank you to all our military folks for their service. Yes, thank you to all the military.
Appreciate your appreciation.
Yes.
Spend a little bit more time around military, though. Maybe you'll learn what we're really like.
Tracy says, Blue, I live 45 minutes from Nashville and still haven't hit John Rich Bar. Well,
yeah. Wait. Double
it.
check. I know it's got to be in Nashville. It is called Redneck Riviera, same named as the whiskey, and I am almost certain it is on Broadway Street, the main street.
Yeah.
There.
I think it's Lower Broadway because when Garth made his comment, he said something about that, like this: if you don't love everyone or you're an asshole or whatever, then I'm sure you can find a different place in Lower Broadway or something like that. Like it was. Get that, and I'm like, dude. You're an idiot.
You're just sending him down to John Rich's bar, which is where everyone wants to go. Gay bar,
like everyone else is gonna go to John Rich. Sorry, not sorry, my dude.
Fucking idiot, man.
What was like gay bar? Jesus, okay, guys.
I heard apparently he did some other wokey shit not that long, or maybe a couple years ago. Does anybody recall what that was?
He went on some like anti-gun shit too, which means he clearly doesn't know his fucking audience.
Well, I don't know if he's saying the national anthem or if he's just saying something at Obama's like inauguration or something. And then he also did it for Biden, but he declined and said that it was a scheduling conflict for Trump.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't let Trump do it. Yep.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah. He's such an ass clown. Like, look, dude, just, you know what? Just come out and say it. Don't be a bitch. Like, just fucking man the fuck up.
He's been grifting since forever.
Who's he married to?
Trisha Yearwood.
Oh, okay. So it's
like I had his whole discography as a kid. Like I loved that man.
Yeah,
his music.
Friends in Low Places is the best shit ever, and I love that.
I know
down in Qatar at the R&R. I'm sure you guys have probably been to the R&R place down in Qatar, right? No one. Really? They had they're one of the bars there where they give you 3 ticket stubs so you can have 3 beers a night when you're down there on R&R, and one's called the Oasis, and it's named after not only that but also the Oasis because that's the name of the bar in Friends in Little Places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I know that much. No, I don't.
Yep.
Dude, my army buddies and I, we used to get shithouse drunk and fucking go to this one Irish pub that we hung out at all the time. Everybody that worked there knew us, and we would get fucking shithouse and then sing like Friends in Low Places terribly.
Yeah.
It was like
I love that song.
Oh, I know, it's a great song.
I love that song, but now I'm on board with everyone else burning his CDs. Okay, now I'm sounding drunk. All right, yeah, that shot is kicking in.
Well, you did come straight from the theater. I don't think he ate anything.
He's like burning kitties.
I used to have to pull my crew chief out of the cat house in Clarksville. Every weekend.
Oh my God!
What's your problem with that,
dude? In Heidelberg,
you leave us alone.
The pink house was right off of the PX Concern. The whorehouse was right off of the shopping center complex.
Really?
I swear to God. Big old freaking 8-story pink building right off the shopping center complex.
Where was that at? In Heidelberg?
In Heidelberg, Germany. Yeah. Yep.
We got to talk more about Germany and training and what it's like working in Europe sometime. Yeah, because
I loved Germany. I got to be honest. I wouldn't love it now, but I loved it then.
I always wanted to be stationed. Well, Italy was my first want to be duty station, and it was pure fucking luck. I'm not gonna go through it. I can't remember if I told the story before. Not gonna do it right now, but pure luck. I got it. But every single time, whenever anyone gets stationed in Europe at all, you go through Germany, and I spent 3 days there. Was it Ramstein where the hub is?
Yes.
I couldn't remember if it was Ramstein or the other place.
It's Ramstein. Because I remember getting there, and of course, you're talking about like a 6-8 hour difference between time zones from where I came. From the parts of the States. Dude, I slept for like 14 hours because like you didn't have anywhere to be the first couple of days because they're like processing your shit.
Oh yeah,
so, yeah.
I went out. I can't remember the people I was hanging out with because you're only there for a couple of days.
Like 3 tops.
But yeah, I remember going out and hanging out. The only thing it really told you was where the red light district was, and don't go there. And of course, like, okay, we're going to the red
everybody
light
went there.
Nowhere to go now.
Why tell us?
Oh man,
that's some MP logic right there. That's the same thing like when we had a DUI class by our fucking post MPs, and they gave us a little dial thing, said this will show you how much you can drink, how much you can get to about drinking based on your weight and all this. And we're like, okay, now I know exactly how far I can get, my max limit. And then of course you get to that point like I can handle one.
You want to know what MP logic is? The fact that we used to have oh god,
I keep thinking about that meme from King of the Hill. Be like, if those guys could read, they'll be really drunk right now.
From Blue Cord Devil, $20.
Blue Cord Devil is determined to not let us even get to the first article tonight.
she would never be a barracks.
I'm convinced these people are just do this to sabotage it because we'll never get to the topics.
Yeah, I think it's funny to watch the train wreck is what they're doing.
Hey, Ryan, what does this not remind you of the last time you and me were on camera together? Wait, that sounded really weird. on ETEP with
Check out on
stream
Pornhub
on Wednesday.
Hashtag gay backdoor.
Just for the record, I'm the big spoon. He's bitch.
The Backdoor Bandits Part 2.
Oh God!
Wait a minute.
Backdoor Battle Buddies Part 2.
Who's the big spoon?
I don't know. I feel like Ryan.
It's 6'4", 270 pounds. I'm Big Spoon, motherfucker.
You're 6'4"?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
We got nothing but tall motherfuckers on this show. Well, for the most part.
I still think Adam probably been doing some jump thrust.
I'm tall if I stand on a stool.
To all the tall motherfuckers, you can tell that they're all leg anyway and ain't ever jumped.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, wait. I'm not a leg.
Jesus.
I got a braid right here. I'm
or either look like a walking Easter Island head.
Tall either. You're not 6'4".
I'm 6'3".
So, gee.
Anyways.
Freaking out.
Okay, go. Cheers to you, Blue Cord.
Blue Cord says G. Brooks rolled back his comment. Still won't go to his shitty bar. I added the shitty part. Devil made me do it. Says Adam's a fork.
I mean, all y'all got y'all's first duty stations in Europe, and I'm just thinking back. My first duty station right out of fucking school was, you're going to fucking Korea.
Mine was supposed to be Korea.
I heard Korea. as long as you're in the southern part of South Korea, it's supposed to be really nice. I know, like the DMZ area fucking sucks.
I was at Camp Casey. I was like, I could piss in North Korea.
Okay, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I
hear that sucks.
I was supposed
so you're
to
part of the
Korea.
gentrification part then.
You're the reason we have bad relations over there? Oh, God.
Like,
no, that would be privates.
Fuck you,
That's
you
the
little
reason we have
bitch.
bad relations.
No. Shut the fuck up, Dermy.
Dermy Wormy. sucking all that dick.
Because he's not here, now we can actually have good conversations that actually mean something.
My first night on duty, my first flight as a medevac pilot was taking a private. Was taking a medevac pilot. I was taking a private that got in that had chlamydia that he let go for so long he couldn't even pull his PTs up to
God.
to get treatment.
Oh. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to do this for that poor bastard. I'm going to keep that short. Cheers. Cheers, Jeremy, for your gay comment.
Nelson, the psychopath, for a 99-cent $1 super sticker.
Sticker.
It is that vomiting emoji because Dermy sucks a lot of dick. I did.
That's the first super sticker we've ever received. Thank you very much, Mr. Psychopath, for the super sticker. Never had one of those yet.
Hey, I'm just glad I got done eating before Nano Reaper shared that little tidbit.
Yeah. Never ask medevac pilots to tell you stories.
By the way, as much as we love our civilian guests on Saturday, on Skinamax Saturday, this stream being politically charged and being what's supposed to be angry, but we're having a lot of fun right now. This is all only veterans. Like I said, I love everybody, Dermy and Devil and Sheila, but this is strictly the veteran stream. So everyone on here is bringing the real fucking military heat on this shit.
I got the anger ready.
Love Dermy's iffy. I don't know, man. So we'll work on it. Tracy K for $1.99 for the 199 says
the 199.
The 199. John says,
all
right. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Thank you for not being butthurt unlike somebody else.
Again, I mean, this normally isn't even this. Like, I don't think we've actually had this much fun on one of these Thursday shows so far. But this is this is a good one. This is starting off good. It's good
bring
to like
up Dermy's chat.
It's good to bring up like the angry shit, but also be able to laugh at. Is kind of what I'm getting at. What
Dermy says, "Don't lie. I know you don't love me." I just said.
I think he thinks we're drunker than we are. I don't know.
Don't lie. I know you don't love me.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't lie. I don't love you.
Yeah.
He probably his non-dyslexic self probably thought like, "Don't lie. You know you love me." But
I bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.
He's the only guy.
We got to get that with Raster Space on Drill Sergeant there and Jeremy's on the other one.
I swear to God, he's the only guy I know that can actually spell something correctly in the title of his video and then fuck it up in a thumbnail.
That is a special skill right there.
All righty.
Oh Jesus!
All right, on that, let's go ahead and move on.
Well, thank you, Tracy K. Very kind of you. Tracy said, "I actually had a couple of bucks on my Apple Pay. Not much, but a little something." No, that is very kind of you. You are a gem.
You are a sweetheart, and she always does hop over to Rumble chat also, which I know, Tracy. By the way, I know you were commenting. You dropped some comments a bunch. I can't remember what night it was. I kept on meaning to go back and bring it up, and I'm so sorry. I felt bad afterwards. I forgot to. But thank you so much for supporting also the Rumble chat as well. And hello, everybody on Rumble. Again, I will acknowledge you if you guys want to drop any chats on there. And also, Rumble's fucked up, by the way, on the app. Has anyone ever done this? Like, you follow it on the app on an iPad, and the chat does not update like it should. Like, there's been a couple times I'll back out and go back in.
The user interface on Rumble sucks ass.
Yeah, and they'll get there. I know they'll get there.
It runs better on an actual computer. But yeah, when it comes to like the app, even on my iPhone, it acts fucking wonky.
Well, if you stop giving Apple money,
I like the
Rumble
iPhone.
is not.
Thank you.
Rumble is not optimized
simple.
for.
I didn't say I wasn't fucking simple. We're on the fucking military. Who here is sophisticated?
Me?
Clearly, the Air Force.
I'm
Speak for yourselves, dumbass.
Speak for yourselves, guys. I'm sophisticated.
I'm sophisticated. I'm very sophisticated, but then again, I was not an E pay grade, so therefore.
Oh yeah, well, that's why.
You went full retard, man.
So is Ryan actually confessing to be our resident Simple Jack? Is that what it is?
Dude,
Yes,
admit all the time I'm a high functioning retard. I have never not admitted that. I don't know where you guys thought I was ever above.
He's it looks like Hodor with a Patriot hat on.
Hodor! Hodor!
God, the good
You do
days
that
of
too
Game
good.
of Thrones. Fuck.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm fucking reviewing Game of Thrones with a panel. Fucking, it's good shit, man. We just started season 4.
Oh, dude, the season 4, the mid time, that's.
Oh, you gonna love season 8?
Don't do that.
Hold on, wait a minute. That definitely deserves.
We're just re-reviewing it because it's going to lead us into House of the Dragon season 2.
I won't give you any spoilers.
I know what happens. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a lot of incest.
What?
Well, that's every George R. R.
Are you
Martin
sure?
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you won't believe who becomes the king in the end. It really makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know that cripple fuck now that doesn't appear for a whole season.
That's that ESG crap right there. I'll tell you what.
Well, that's what he was there for.
Yeah.
He can't.
Anyway.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. Let's okay. Again, what I was getting at, like at least on ETEP's show when me and Ryan were on Wednesday, at least he managed to start an article, but we ended the article like halfway through a paragraph and then never went on to any news beyond that.
No, it was.
I am not complaining about the fact that we're a half hour in and we haven't talked about anything on the agenda yet.
This is like regular F&T style, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it
They
didn't
can
take
go
us
an
a half
hour
hour
on
to get
intros
through.
alone.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. At least it didn't take us a half hour to get through intros. We got through our intros.
Yeah, because you skipped mine, but fuck you. Whatever.
Well, when somebody shows up late, at least I said hi, motherfucker. You know how many damn times fucking Odin will show up and he'll just be on the screen for like 5 minutes before someone even acknowledges his presence?
That's because he's still eating pizza. That's because he's still eating pizza.
I was just gonna say that's because he was too much of a bitch to actually eat the pineapple on pizza. So
I love I actually enjoy the fact that I have so many people here who I know are followers who found me through as Hangover Gang and everything else. And I think it's actually fun with the idea that there's so many people here who probably have no idea what Friday Night Tights are, who Nerdrotic is, game and nerd.
Geeks and gamers.
Gay man, what?
Either I've had
we know it's July,
movie. Not that kind of
June
game,
anyway.
Hey,
look who finally started celebrating Pride Month. There he is.
Oh, by the way,
he
Pride
comes
Month,
into Ballbusters going like "fuck Pride Month," and then all of a sudden, self-depreciating humor over here.
No, Pride Month. I'm showing my pride flag right here. This is what I'm proud of. USA.
I have one.
This is my pride flag.
There's mine.
Hey, speaking of Hangover Gang and Tom McDonald, have you seen that YouTube short where he was talking about the kid who got in trouble and was blaming his song for him being shitty to his mother?
What?
Yeah. This kid
blaming Tom McDonald for being a craphead.
Yeah, he was being shitty to his mom, and he was getting in trouble, and he's like, it's Tom McDonald, song and whatever. Like,
Sounds like a teenager.
Yeah,
Tom was like, fuck you, kid.
I was like, that kid needed the belt a couple of more times.
All right, horny ass. What the fuck? I mean,
you're the one.
The mic no longer is rainbow. I'm a little intoxicated now after like 3 fucking super shots. But all right, let's go ahead and just keep on throwing the gay around.
Gay.
So,
Wait, okay,
we're going to talk about Alan Bragg's latest shenanigans.
Oh, believe me, we're gonna get into topics here in a minute. What is Nelson, a psychopath, great friend of ETEP, by the way. Thanks for being here, buddy. Marine Corps and Army wouldn't take me at 19 because I'm bipolar, because of bipolar disorder and one attempted murder during a psychopathic episode. You stab one guy a couple of times and everyone makes a big stick about it. Sheesh.
I don't get it either. I mean, isn't that what they hire you for anyway?
Should have lived in California.
Nelson,
I don't know.
Have you tried the Central Intelligence Agency?
Yeah.
The CIA might take you, buddy.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's prime
diverse.
freaking infantry dude right there. Sounds like.
Oh, that's some
Just
CIA.
go into the court, and the judge gives you an ultimatum. Marine
Oh,
Corps.
I know
Yeah.
somebody that happened to. Yeah, I know somebody. It's like you're either going to jail or you're going to join the military.
Your choice.
I thought that was total bullshit for the longest time until I met somebody like that too. Yeah.
Yep. No.
Pretty much everybody joins the military.
That dude, last time I checked, was a staff sergeant. Like, he really fucking made it. Like, fucking did very fucking well. All right, let's go ahead and hit on our first topic, Ryan. The headline on the title of this video, I would like to talk about, and I know how tight the Marines are. Gal may have some comments on this. If y'all haven't heard, I'm sure everyone here probably has heard about Marine Corps veteran Penny. I can't remember his first name.
Danial
Penny.
Danial Penny. Yep.
Who, as I put it in the title, was a fucking hero for stopping a psychopathic individual who has been arrested more than 40 fucking times, a handful of which was felony fucking assaults. And this guy shows up on a subway screaming, "I'm going to kill motherfuckers," and did it multiple times, going around until finally somebody fucking stepped in, and Marine Corps veteran Danial Penny comes in, takes the dude down, is assisted, by the way, by 2 other individuals. Neither one of them were white.
Nope.
And Daniel,
hence they have not been charged.
Very unfortunately, and neither of them have been charged or named or anything. Very unfortunately, Daniel was doing whatever he could to try to subdue the man, and very unfortunately, we do not. It's tragic that the man had to die, but the dude did eventually pass away. We haven't heard where we're going to say, we're not going to make any allegations on how that happened, but that is the end result. But nonetheless, the dude is a fucking hero. Ryan, why don't you go ahead and break down what just happened?
So, a Manhattan grand jury has indicted Danial Penny, the Marine veteran who held a homeless black man, of course, because that's always relevant.
By the way, it's from CNN. Let's make sure this is clear. This is from CNN.
Oh, and as we said in the background, backstage, I picked CNN on purpose because we know this is going to be great. And street artist Jordan Neely in a fatal chokehold on a New York City subway. A Manhattan District Attorney's spokesperson told CNN, Penny, 24.
Alan, the same. I'd like to point out it's the same district attorney that indicted Donald Trump.
Yep.
One guy whips his dick out one time on a subway, writes his name on the concrete wall, and then all of a sudden he's an artist.
Penny, 24, was indicted on second-degree manslaughter charges, and arraignment is expected to be held on June 28th, the spokesperson said. Penny surrendered to the police last month to face a second-degree manslaughter charge. He has since been out on a $100,000 bond. Penny held Neely in a chokehold on the subway train May 1st after Neely began shouting at passengers that he was hungry and thirsty and didn't care whether he died. Penny forced 30-year-old Neely to the train floor and restrained him in a chokehold until he stopped breathing. A medical examiner ruled Neely's death a homicide. Yeah, okay. Penny's attorneys say that they are confident a trial jury will find their client's actions on the train were fully justified, they said in the statement. While we respect the decision of the grand jury to move this case forward to trial, it should be noted that the standard of proof in a grand jury is very low, and there has been no finding of wrongdoing, attorneys Stephen Razor and Thomas Kenneth said. Here's our street.
You can indict a ham sandwich.
Yeah, you can indict a ham sandwich. That's not wrong.
Yeah. I like how they give a glamour shot for this dude right here and everything with like perfect lighting, and then they give him with a 5 o'clock shadow for a penny.
Yeah.
Let's ignore this dude's 44 previous arrests, several of which were violent felonies.
Yep. No
All
comment
right.
on that whatsoever.
It's the narrative.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna skip forward because nobody cares about the picture. In May, Penny told the New York Post he was deeply saddened by the loss of life amid what has become a continuous homicide case that has highlighted the city's handling of unhoused people. Neely was
wait. Let's use correct terminology here.
Unhoused.
Yeah.
Stop calling them unhoused, calling vagrants. Use the correct term.
Yeah,
I just love how they constantly want to change the terminology, and this is the constant fucking game. So now if you don't say unhoused, then you're going to be homelessist.
Yeah.
Unhousesist.
I don't.
Housingly challenged, whatever you want to call it.
Challenged.
My favorite author has his favorite saying is precision in language equals precision in thought. And that's why you have to use precise terms. You cannot let the left dictate terminology to us and use terms like unhoused or
it's
housingly challenged.
It's a constant game of changing the fucking language for their benefit. Real quick, I want to say hello to Clinton House. Hail all. Wasn't expecting Thursday stream, but here nonetheless. Yes, we started this a few weeks ago, Clinton. This is our political vets only stream. This is supposed to be focused mostly on political topics, although we did go a half hour of just getting fucking drunk before we started talking shit. Welcome, buddy.
We're at the first
invitation for conversation.
I'm gonna have to steal that word though. That's in future conversations, instead of telling people that I used to be homeless, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I used to be unhoused.
Yeah, I was housing challenged.
Yeah.
What?
Housingly challenged.
Yeah, I was housingly challenged.
It's the new victim card.
Well, it's just all about changing language so they can change the meaning. It's just propaganda. That's all it is.
It's 1984.
Yeah, it literally is 1984. Yeah, exactly what it is. Neely was on New York City Department of Homeless Services list of cities homeless with acute needs.
Wait, so now it's homeless?
Wait.
So you can call both things homeless.
Yeah, well, because it's New York City's Department of Homeless Services, so
they haven't gotten up to date on the new terminology yet. Okay,
No,
that department clearly needs to be fired and canceled right fucking now.
I was so hard if I was like some kind of like city planner, I would be trying to make an acronym out of the word hobo. I would definitely like homeless occupant something.
I don't know what I would turn that into, to be honest. That'd be interesting though.
I would definitely call it hobo.
Homeless, occupant, bigot, hating. Fuck. Go ahead.
Where you get an H in it?
It's a hyphen. It's a hyphen.
God, y'all are some retarded people. I'll tell you right now.
It's one word.
Wait.
Because it's the left, dude. It's the left.
I got it. Home occupancy blocked by oppression.
That's an extra B, though.
We'll call that a hyphen also.
No, it's a small.
I like how people give me crap for my accent and everything and automatically think I'm retarded or whatever, but I'm the least retarded one here.
If you're making it an acronym, if it's a very small word, it's a very small word, you don't have to include it in an acronym.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you credit just because that you're actually trying to do this while flying. So I'm gonna give you a little leeway.
Sailing, not flying, but sailing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I assumed he was
Sailing.
in the water. Yeah, Mr. Moneybags. Israel G. People just need to call it like it is. You're absolutely right. And welcome to Vets Talking, man. Haven't seen you in chat before. Welcome, dude. All right, go ahead.
All right. So Penny told the newspaper he would take action. He would take action in a similar situation again. Quote: If there was a threat and danger, in the present. Penny said he is not a white supremacist and race was not a factor. All right. On Wednesday, the law firm representing Neely's family said they believe the indictment is, quote, the right result for the wrong he committed. I'm not.
Yeah, because they want what, Ben Crump to come in and do his dirty business and get them some money. Yep. Maybe a folded up flag to the family.
Jesus, I forgot about that.
You know, here's the thing. If his family cared so damn much about him,
he would have been fucking homeless.
Yeah.
Why was he allowed to get to that point? You know?
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah. Blue Court Devil for $20.
Yeah, I'm looking through here, Blue Court. I'm not sure which comment you're talking about. I see this one says I haven't played a video game since Atari. That's pretty fucking epic. I mean, my first video game console was an Atari also.
It's between Nelson and Tracy K's super chat and super sticker.
I see this one that says he's laughing at Tracy K's comment. Oh, between the super
Dermy, laugh, drink.
Is that what you're talking about?
That's the only I don't know.
Blue Court, I love you, buddy, but I'm not sure what the precedence is here that you wanted to drop $20 to let us know.
I think what he's saying is he sent the $20 after that, and he put read my last message. That's what this 20 is for. That could just be me. But I feel like that's what he's saying.
Oh, you mean his other super chat?
No. He super chatted us with read my last message, laugh and drink.
Oh. All right. Well, in any case, okay, we're going to go ahead and laugh and drink for sure. We're going to laugh and drink at our fucking stupid confusion because we're all fucking idiots. I'm sure I'm just
glad you're not the one reading the article.
I'm so happy I have Ryan as a co-host. Everybody, thank you, Blue Cordell. Let me highlight you here again. Take a shot to you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Again, thoughts and prayers to your family and everything that's going on. I love you, man. You are awesome. Yes, Israel, we are getting drunk.
JB, simple Ryan. Yeah, you're damn right, man. Dermy says y'all make me sound smart.
No, absolutely not.
I think I dumbed down before even drinking after watching the Flash movie, which we'll talk about on Saturday. I'm not giving spoilers. I'm just.
I'll accept that excuse.
I have literally because I see all these reviews out by everybody right now. And I'm like, my first video I want to put on my channel is a Flash review. And then I see everybody put their Flash review out there. So now I got to figure I got to do something different because I'm afraid everybody's going to say the same damn thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're seeing it tomorrow,
I have to take a day off. I have to literally take a day off and go see it in the middle of the day so I can do this.
Okay.
And then I find out everybody's going.
I was going to put a caveat onto what I just said, but I won't say anything else. We'll talk about it on Saturday and let you do your very first stream. By the way, Raster, real quick, let's drop this. Do you have a name for your channel? Is it started yet?
It's called Rastercaster.
Make an official announcement right now, asshole.
It's already there. It's been there. I just don't have any videos on it.
I was really hoping you were just gonna say it's called Rastercaster.
It's called Rastercaster. There.
Thanks.
Raster, would you like to address this real quick?
I just said it twice.
I'm like Einstein compared to you.
As you spell it,
and if somehow in a multiverse somewhere that Einstein was retarded.
Yeah.
And spelled
or
the word
maybe
with
he's
one
saying
letter.
that you're the Einstein compared to him.
I don't know. Derby probably doesn't even fucking know. He probably no one how his sentence structures are done or whatever. He probably says IU compared Einstein something another or whatever. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Again, Blue Cord said it's just above my super chat, buddy. You might not have sent it, dude. I'm scrolling through here. I don't see it, man.
The only thing I've seen, the one right above it, is
Talking about Atari, right?
yeah. I haven't played video games since Atari.
Yeah, dude. It might not have gone through, man. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Copy and paste it. Copy and paste is best. Like none of us have seen it, dude.
Yeah, sometimes that happens on YouTube. Maybe if it gets flagged or something. You never know.
Blame YouTube, not us. Oh yeah. You might have put something in there that Papa Susan doesn't like. That was probably it.
Well, Papa Susan doesn't work for YouTube anymore.
No,
Papa
yeah.
Susan.
Papa Susan.
Well,
man.
he's got the same shit politics she does, so the name fits.
Yep.
I don't know what his name is. I don't know.
I thought his name was Gunjabad Boonga Boonga, whatever.
Something like that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
that's why
sounds like
said-
racism.
Why is it that every person they put in charge of these companies sounds like someone trying to like say someone's name with their dick in their mouth?
It's because they
Pagawall.
I am very offended. I am very offended that you cannot pronounce my name. It is very, very racist of you.
Everything is racist.
Or Vagina Gotti. Shit.
All right, let's keep on going through this article.
All right, so we believe quote, we believe in our criminal justice system and believe it worked today. The statement from Mills and Edwards LLP, apparently the lawyers of the family, quote, bottom line, at some point Mr. Penny should have let go before Jordan died. The statement read, quote, there is no excuse for choking anyone for that long. Any reasonable person knows choking someone for that long will kill them.
Any reasonable person. So this is a martial arts expert. Clearly, this person who's making this statement here.
You can see on the video. You can see on the video that he does let up on the hold until the guy moves again.
As much as I love your commentary, I want to really focus on the fact that we could not say anything at all about vaccines or anything else because we were not medical professionals. But apparently this person right here can talk about martial arts and how to subdue somebody.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Am I wrong?
No.
Well, it's because they're on the record with CNN, so it's okay. They're accredited media, trusted source.
Probably the same people that said that was not a flag code violation at the White House.
Oh, wait. We have
at the bit talking about that subject.
We have 6 people.
Really sticks to your craw with the flag code.
We have 6 people
all fucking day. I'll tell you what, man.
We have 6 people on the panel and 14 people watching the stream. That means we have more eyes on this article than have been on it all day because it's CNN.
Yeah.
Raster flag code caster.
And I didn't give them a fucking view because I archived this shit. Fuck them. I archive everything when it comes to fuck those guys. Okay,
real quick.
What's up?
Blue Cord, you're confusing the fuck out of me, man. His next reply is Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin.
Maybe we should just send it again.
Why is it? Just say what you're gonna say.
Good cheese. I mean, I'm from Wisconsin. I agree, Wisconsin. Yeah, go Packers.
He's playing chat charades.
Talking about dude.
Yeah.
It's like a side game we're playing here with him.
I love you, man. I love you, dude.
Tracy says she's confused too.
Israel says, was toxicology made on the deceased guy? No, not yet, because
might be fentanyl.
That would probably actually lead to something that I'm thinking it actually was, but I won't say what it is. Quote, Danial Penny did not have the right to be the judge, jury, and executioner. Neely's, deleting, part of which was captured on video, was posted online. Sparked demonstrations calling for justice in his case as Manhattan prosecutors spent days deliberating how to proceed before apprehending and charging Penny. So basically the public forced it. New York City public advocate Jumaine Williams said the indictment was an important step in the legal process, but much more needs to be done for people like Neely. Quote, no matter the charges or the outcome in this case, we have to retcon with and upend the systems that left Jordan angry and hopeless. So you're blaming one guy for your failures? Anyway,
okay,
and
let's see. So we're gonna blame the systems, the crack dealers, the fentanyl pushers, the thug lifestyle. Oh, am I not hitting the right nails on the head?
Not for their narrative.
No, not for their narrative. Nobody takes responsibility for their shit. And the structures that mean Danial Penny has received more resources in the last month than Jordan did in his entire life, marked by trauma and cut tragically short, Williams said. Great. What a fucking clown show.
All right. Since Ron did all that talking, I would love to just pass the baton real quick on to Raster, who also has some experience in subduing individuals and all this other kind of stuff, like Ryan does.
Yeah, I mean, in this whole situation, well, first of all, I want to touch base on, and this applies to almost every case ever since the whole Zimmerman shit.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell how does the defense not ever have a successful plea for change of venue? Because you're not going to get a fair trial in these areas. You're just not. You should take it to a location. It should not be televised. I mean, if you're not going to show the Epstein and his bitch or whatever and everything, if you're not going to put that camera in court, then you definitely don't need the camera in this one. But the thing is that the jury ends up getting intimidated no matter what. So they could be well intentioned going into this. And then no matter what, they're going to be intimidated by these people, just like they did with what's his face and everything. Yeah, Rittenhouse. Mm-hmm. So, but and he was. I mean, I gotta say that problem. The most of that now is just they actually had some jury with balls, but they actually had MSNBC reporters actually following the jury bus around and all that kind of stuff. Everybody forgets about that, but nothing was happening with that.
Nope.
But anyway, going back to the whole thing with Neely, with any kind of use of force or something like that, I mean, yeah, I mean, at the very least, he's civilly liable. I mean, yeah, he's civilly liable, but he's not it's not a criminal charge. It's not. There was no intent behind it, and even from manslaughter, he wasn't doing anything like he wasn't committing a crime when he was doing it. He actually had a defensive move. So you can't sit there and give him manslaughter because he wasn't in the middle of, like, if they were actually having a street fight or something like that, and he cold cocked him in the temple or something like that and hit him just right in the head, and there was that little magic punch in there and he killed him, then yeah, you would have manslaughter. But that's not the case here. He didn't instigate it. There's several witnesses on board that train that sat there and said that this guy was being threatening to other passengers on the train. And the most retarded thing out of all of this is that everybody imagines this situation with how can I say this? Well-abled, physically abled adults board the train. They never ever step back and think, how many children were actually in that scene? How many elderly people and everything? Yeah, how many people and everything that probably would not have been if something were to happen or whatever, where he might have let off one punch, it might have killed him or something like that. No one ever thinks about those other possible variables in the situation. That would probably expedite his move to act first.
I mean, there was one woman on the train that gave a statement that was in her 60s.
Yeah. So I mean, and another thing they got to think about now is about being a close quarters environment and stuff like that. It's just so many things. There's just so many unknowns, and just like with any kind of like police work or anything, you don't know what kind of weapons they have on them. So you have a guy that's acting obviously irrationally. You gonna give him the chance to pull out a knife when he's already made verbal threats like that? Nah, not gonna take the chance.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. Like just not even taking the chance. I mean, Crowd has made the statement multiple times, like talking about like somebody, threatening and throwing a milkshake in your face. Well, maybe a milkshake, but it may be a concrete milkshake, or maybe fucking acid. You don't fucking know. You know, we experienced. I will never forget getting ready to go for the invasion of Iraq in 2003, and I can't remember this officer, like maybe civil affairs, something like that, like it was briefing us on a few different things, basically to get us ready for, mentally for this idea to go in. And the thing that fucking never fucking got out of my damn mind was, what if a little child comes running up to you and your team with a box in their hand? What are you gonna do?
I have a family member that has PTSD from Vietnam on that, and they actually had to do that situation where they would always come up to the gate and then with a basket and stuff like that as like a gift or whatever, and all it is just a basket full of like grenades and stuff.
You don't know. It could be a gift. It could be cake, biscuits, or it could be fucking grenades and a bomb. You just don't fucking know. The reason they asked that question is the final thing in that fucking briefing was just to leave you with that thought in your head. It was an open-ended question. There was no right answer. It was just to prepare you for that fucking possibility.
Hell, I was in a simulator one time. It's called a FAT simulator. Don't ask me what the acronym means, but it's basically a modern version of what you would think of a holodeck or whatever type of thing, but it's like a projector screen with a pneumatic pistol. I'm not sure if Ryan, you ever used one like this or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's basically shoot or don't shoot.
Yeah, and there was a situation, and I'll never forget it, where it was a traffic stop, and you were posted by it was like a 2-man car, even though we didn't have 2-man cars, but this is the situation they gave us. And you were at the patrol car. Your partner was the one actually doing the traffic stop, and the guy had a misdemeanor warrant or whatever. He was placing him on arrest, and his little girl comes around the vehicle with a 12-gauge shotgun and says, "Get away from my daddy," and kills my partner. And they said I delayed in my shot and everything so many seconds or whatever. Now they why didn't I fire sooner and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, it's still a little girl or whatever. And that's stuff that it irritates me with people being armchair quarterbacks with a lot of these situations. And I learned a lot from just for that experience right there in itself. And I mean, people just don't know what you're going to do when it happens. And these type of situations, everybody thinks you have you only have a few seconds to act and do what you think is right, but people have an eternity to judge what you did and everything forever. I don't agree with. Yeah, I don't agree with like Crump and all that stuff. That he's a piece of shit, and I hope he gets found out to be in some kind of AIDS infested whorehouse. So I mean.
No, I'm sure he has a crap load of.
And I hope one day that he gets arrested for CP or whatever or something like that. No, I mean, that's all I care about. I want that man to go down in flames.
Yeah,
a lot of money in race baiting.
Yeah, he's a piece
sad.
All right. Real quick. I hate to break up the conversation. We're going to definitely continue this on, but yeah, definitely acknowledgement. Nelson the Psychopath, amazing support of the channel. Thank you all for your service and being based in reality. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And a big social to you for the $2, my friend. And real quick, also, I'm again, Blue Cord. Please, is this the comment that you're talking about? He says, "Pistol brace, Wisconsin Sheriff, Polk County video to AFT." You guys know what he's talking about there?
I don't.
No.
The only Polk County I know is in Florida.
Yeah.
Now the Polk County Sheriff is I think is based as fuck. But other than that,
Texas too.
Is there? Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know if there's a Polk County, Wisconsin. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm from Wisconsin, but I only lived there from like age 0 to 6. So my experience in Wisconsin was as a child, and then going back to Green Bay for Packer games. That's pretty much all I know about Wisconsin. By the way, I'm going up there for home opener for the Packer game, and I'm gonna be filming a whole lot of stuff for there, Milwaukee, and everything else. So look forward to that if anybody likes Wisconsin. But Blue Core, we love you, buddy. Please, some clarification would be absolutely fantastic. We'll talk about it. Let's go ahead. Nano Reaper, do you have any commentary on the entire situation with Danial Penny there?
No, I mean, other than it's completely a political smear job, because they're going, and it's basically because his family is using this as the ghetto get rich quick scheme.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. He was homeless on the streets. His family didn't give a shit, but now that he's dead, his family wants to cash in. They see it's basically George Floyd 2.0.
To be blunt, he was worth more to them dead than alive.
Yep.
I mean, that's a sad thing to say about somebody who died. I mean, we can all acknowledge that any death is a sad thing, well, except for pedos.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's their mindset.
I'm saying that for clarification for fucking YouTube purposes. Green-haired anti-liberal being a Marine Corps veteran, this being one of your brothers. I know you guys are always a tight-knit group. What do you think about the situation?
Oh, it pisses me off thoroughly. This whole situation is bullshit. It's clearly self-defense, and you can... I can't think of the term, but self-defense can be in the defense of others.
Yeah,
and there are multiple witnesses that were interviewed like the same night or like the next day that said that they were scared, that he was going to do something, that he was going to kill them.
Yeah.
People are being the armchair quarterbacks on the whole situation because they've never been in a situation like that, and they have no idea how they would react if they'd be alive in the next 5 minutes, because this guy, they have no idea what's on him. They don't know his past. So granted, like in the court of law, you can't really use, he's been arrested 40 times unless Penny knew the guy beforehand.
Right.
What they know in that moment is he's acting erratically. He could be on drugs. He probably was on drugs, and that's why it took so long for him to be subdued completely. And the chokehold, someone in the comments is talking about how it was a control hold, not a chokehold. There's different types of holds. There's the blood choke. The guy would be dead in minutes, less than minutes, if it were a properly applied blood choke. It wasn't. But people see an arm around a neck and they're going to say that it's a choke. They have no idea what they're talking about. I barely have any idea what I'm talking about with it, because there's certain levels in the Marine Corps that you get trained.
Right. Well, and that's the other ridiculous statement that I've seen run around, is that him as a trained Marine should understand and know the difference between chokehold and I forget what, like I listen to Crowder and he talks about it's like the sleeper hold is one where it's very specifically you place you place it at a certain point where your brain just goes to sleep. It won't kill you, but very quickly will put your brain to sleep.
Yeah.
No, you got to be very well trained in jujitsu or something else. I do know that you guys in the Marines, you guys are very well trained relatively for your hand-to-hand combat, especially compared to the other military groups.
Yeah.
I was in certain units that did a lot of hand-to-hand combat, but your regular fucking army is not going to do a lot of hand-to-hand combat. Basic training, usually where the majority of people would get that kind of training. I do know that the Marines do that on a much more regular basis, but still, nonetheless, you're not a fucking black belt in fucking jujitsu to know exactly how to put a proper sleeper hold on somebody. The dude was only doing what he was.
Yeah,
he was only doing what he could to keep this motherfucker from getting up and killing somebody.
Exactly. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. And I'm actually kind of annoyed. I don't know if you watch the Hodge twins or know who they are.
Yep.
You do.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And I don't know if they've changed their opinion with more information coming out, but their initial reaction was, just because a guy is screaming, that doesn't mean that you get to choke him. And I'm like, you guys don't have all of the information here, clearly, because they weren't talking about all of the information either. Like, the things that he was saying, acting erratically, and then saying that he doesn't care if he dies. He's basically threatening these people. And when they were interviewed afterwards, they were saying that they were scared, that he was going to do something to them. They didn't know if he had a gun on him. They didn't know if he had a knife on him.
Or a knife. Or a syringe loaded with his blood.
Right. Yeah. And what's been happening on the subways in New York City?
Oh, yeah.
People just sit and watch a woman get raped.
Yeah.
I don't know if you care if I say the actual word. Like, it.
I have no idea if that's restricted or not, but I appreciate your self-censorship.
It's a sensitive word where you could possibly get demonetized, but I mean, I don't know. I allow a lot of stuff on my. I do want to highlight this. What Dermy says, we have two countries. You can't defend yourself or anyone in New York. Yes, that is the actual point, because the problem is that as veterans, we are upheld to a higher standard of law, order, honor, duty, stuff like that. And we undermined basically a passive society. And that's what a lot of Americans have turned into. Yes. When the good old Ukraine was invaded, there was actually a poll that was put out of Americans asking if the United States was invaded by a foreign country, who by political demographic would stay and fight. And liberals, about 74% of them said they would leave. They would flee the United States.
They talk about leaving here because a president was elected.
Yeah,
I mean,
they still haven't fucking left.
Yeah.
But the problem is that we have a passive society, and the fact that police officers and veterans and stuff like that stand up to violence and corruption and chaos and discord, that makes us a threat to a passive society. And that's what ultimately they want us to be, is a passive society that just, okay, we'll stay home for years and years and years and not question it, and let the government take care of us.
Absolutely. It's insane. And not to get too deep into conspiracy theories, but Alex Jones was right on so many things. It irritates me so much. Like, I was about to say something personal that I don't want to say. Never mind. I'm not trying to contribute to the docile society that we're still in. So I made a personal choice. It's not going to do any damage into our water supply, me stopping doing things. But on principle, there's studies of things that we eat or ingest, pills and things that can go into the water supply that can make it more docile. And it's one of the things.
Yeah, no, believe me, I understand 100%. I really want to give a quick shout out because Blue Court, I think he looks like he's taken off. He says, "Peace and prayers, Adam and everyone else. Watch you 6." I thank you so much, buddy. And I was going to get back to your other comment, man. I hate to ever interrupt when we have a flow on the show. He did say there is a Polk County, Wisconsin. He sent a letter to the ATF about pistol rifle brace bullshit. Got a response back from them. Total bullshit from the ATF.
Yeah, okay, I know. Okay, I see what you're saying.
All right, yeah. I'll tell you, man. I got a buddy who said that he didn't want to vote for Trump when he on the re-election when he was running against Biden because Trump put in the bump stock ban.
Yeah.
Like, dude. I get why people get frustrated over that kind of stuff, but
certain things Trump didn't know, and he trusted the wrong people.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Like, he's a narcissist, and if you know how to play a narcissist, you can get them to do what you want if you just pretend.
Yeah. The best thing you want to get out of candidates is getting 75% of what you want, and that's it. You're not. No one's going to be 100%. So yeah. That's why I don't get the whole Trump worship thing. I look at every politician as a useful tool. You're useful until you're not useful, and when you stop being useful, I'll throw you out. And I'm saying that for every politician, because at the end of the day, they don't know my name, they don't know who I am, and they have no emotional or real interest in me. So why should I have that in them? And this is where I think we're gone wrong in the United States, is having some sort of like we put this type of put them on a pedestal like that. They're servants. There's in my opinion, politicians are beneath us, and they're supposed to do my will, do what I say, boy. Really, get right. I'll say it. I'll say that about any politician. I do not. I'm not going to kiss your ass. You need to kiss mine. And
I don't
so
think that they should even have like a second source of income or anything. Like
they shouldn't.
I don't even think our taxes should pay for shit. Like,
I mean, the whole thing is that you're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater when you vote the other way. And you're going to get you're not even going to get that 75% that you want. You will get something completely opposite because you got butthurt over a bump stock ban. Yeah, and you probably never even owned a bump stock.
Well, the thing is that a politician was never meant to be a career field. It was meant to be normal people who serve a term or two, and then of course they go back to their normal lives. And now we've turned it into unfortunately, our politicians have turned it into a career path, where you get idiots like Joe Biden who have been there for 57,000 years. And so, and I think that's one reason why there are people who like, Trump so much is because he's not a politician. And I don't think that politicians should be or celebrities should be worshipped in any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, under Obama, he was the first politician to become a celebrity. And instead of the other way around, to where like, you had Ronald Reagan, who was actually, who was like an actor. I don't know if you would call really celebrity status, but went, one direction and became a politician and ran for president. And that's kind of what happened with Trump. He was an outsider, and that's why everybody's like, dude, I'm tired of this fucking crap, so let's elect this guy. And I go with the person who's most likely to leave me the fuck alone and not fuck everything up. And that's why I like Trump, because his foreign policies and his economic policies are good. And he's the one who's most likely to leave us the hell alone, to where you have the weirdos. And now there's weirdos on I don't identify as a Republican or a conservative. I'm just me. I just want to be left the fuck alone and don't fuck everything up on the way out the fucking door. So
I think my thing with Trump and everything, I'll have to go with John Presley. I kind of respectfully disagree. The moment that you start running for office, you become a politician in one way or form. You might have a different method than other politicians. You're a politician. A politician is anybody. Huh?
But not career though.
Right. Not a career. He's going to be a career. He's going to be a career politician till for the remainder of his life, probably, because that's what's been put on him. But the thing is that I will say that after all of this, that I will be going for Trump because of the fact of the sole factor is that I want him to destroy everything. I want him to be the bull in the china shop. I think our country is.
Oh my God! Did you actually just agree with Dermy?
No, Dermy probably sat there and for since that last message you sent that we couldn't understand what the fuck he was talking about, and he's like, this probably sounds really cool, and he's like, Trump also had to get reelected. Now he'll be unleashed. Yeah, he probably sat there and flexed in front of the mirror for a little bit with that one and everything. He's probably really proud of himself with that one. You fucking retard. Fat fuck.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Can't give Dermy any flowers.
God.
Oh no, Dermy doesn't deserve any fucking flowers.
You're always gonna be a fat fuck. You don't matter how much you go to the gym, you're gonna be a fat fuck and you're gonna get sugar foot when you turn 40.
You got the sugar foot.
That shit's gonna be amputated.
Oh, stop eating them fatty cakes.
Yeah, you're gonna be asking, your mom, and they'll be rubbing Vaseline on your nub. You got that itch. Fucking bitch. Anyway, what was I saying about Trump? Yeah, going for Trump. Yeah, Trump all the way, because I wanted to be a bull in China shop, and I want him. And honestly, I just got done watching a documentary called Wormwood. I actually recommend you watch it. It gets a little it's hard to kind of stick to, but it talks about MK Ultra, and it goes hand in
thing.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand about like how messed up the DOJ has been since the 50s, and I can probably sit there and say that you can say right now the FBI and everything's been fucked since Hoover.
Well, Hoover had dirt on everybody in the fucking world.
He did it on purpose, and he did it so they could get the position that they had.
Yeah.
And it was very self-serving.
Yeah, if you think the FBI hasn't been corrupt since Hoover, yeah, absolutely it has. I mean,
shit
he
goes
instituted
back
all this nonsense.
so
Yeah,
far. All the corruption goes back so far.
This is not conspiracy theories. This has been confirmed.
This is known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of MK Ultra, Ted Kaczynski died this week.
He did.
Oh, by the way, yeah, that's wait a minute. I think I have it. Oh, go away, fucking. All right. Yeah, that's actually perfect timing. Holy shit. I've had this pulled up for ever since then on the tab here. So for the announcement of the death of Ted Kaczynski, Smart Lawyer here says, Unabomber found dead in jail cell. Clintons immediately issue a blanket denial stating we're innocent this time and that they actually didn't know Ted at all.
Well, you know,
I had that shit.
I'm very glad I finally had an opportunity to play that.
Raster, what's Wormwood on? Like, is it on a streaming?
It's on Netflix. It's it actually talks about Frank Olson. That's the guy that jumped out of the window or whatever, that kind of like spearheaded this whole thing, where they said it was suicide, and his son is the one they're talking to during the documentary. He's kind of like hard to listen to, but it really talks about how messed up is that the guy that jumped out of the window's son, how much it messed him up, and how he became obsessed with actually uncovering the whole thing. I mean, call it what you will now. It even shows Dick Cheney and Rumsfeld in on this shit.
I will find an alternate way to watch it then.
If you DM me on the Twitter, I can point you in a great website if you have a VPN and an antivirus. Just say it.
I basically just go knock on my brother's door.
Oh, okay, never mind that. Well, I'm just saying I don't give these asshole companies any money anymore, so I say all the high seas for like everything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But I appreciate it, and I may if I was ever on vacation or something.
Is there any high level commentary? Anyone's jumping off the champing at the bit here to talk about Danial Penny here, or can we move on to Raster and his rant that he wants to talk about?
High level commentary? No, I don't think.
I
like, oh my god, I've been waiting this entire fucking time. Can I please fucking talk?
There was something like right when the article went down, when it was talking about like the mental health of the dude and how like Penny has access to everything that the jackass didn't. Go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the high level commentary I have for that fucking bullshit. CNN.
Oh yeah. Like the thing is, I always laugh is they're like, well, Penny had access to the VA. Have you ever used the fucking VA?
Like, don't talk about shit you don't know about.
Oh,
like,
I tried it once and didn't ever go back again.
I'm so tired of these motherfuckers. They're like, socialized medicine is the best thing ever. And I'm like, have you ever been to the fucking VA hospital? That's socialized medicine, fuckers. Yeah, go give it a shot. Let's see how much you like that.
And I also love how they want to talk about mental health when it has to do with a black man that just got killed because they think that it was a wrongful death. But anytime anything has to do with anybody shooting a gun, nobody says anything about mental health.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, because what they want to do is they want to disarm us.
Yep.
Yes. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, fuckers. Over my cold, goddamn dead
will eventually be right.
Yeah, well, I mean that goes with the passive society. You got these mouth humping fucking, mouth breathing fuckers who are like, well, what do you need a gun for? Why do you need so many rounds? It's like,
right.
God. What's driving me nuts more than anything else now is this fucking argument. I actually had a person-to-person comment. I was working with a dude, and we were doing construction work, and afterwards we were hanging out in his fucking garage, where it's always this fucking same hangout ever. And me, this other dude, and his girlfriend, I had no idea that this dude and his girlfriend were fucking lefty as shit. And I have no idea where, but the gun argument came into place. And this is like right after I got done with executive protection training, where I was trained by people who worked in the FBI, fucking Secret Service, all kinds of shit. I kept my mouth shut through almost this entire fucking bullshit because the dude who owned the company was like, hardcore right. And the fucking wife just started chiming in with this crap about, we were talking like somehow it's about women being raped and women should have guns. And it was the woman who said, no, women shouldn't have a gun because the gun will be taken away from her and it'll be used against her and she's more likely to die then.
That's some dumb bullshit right there.
Yeah, that's
but it's the actual consistent argument now. Yeah. I've seen this pop up on TV more times also now, not just talking about women, but that nobody should have a gun because the gun will be taken away from you and used against you. And for the love of God, I wanted so bad. I kept myself so calm in this conversation, but I brought up the training that I had and the statistics. They didn't fucking listen. But nonetheless, I want so bad to say, okay, I have a gun on me. Take it. Right now, go ahead. I have one on me. Take it. See what happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's always been my argument against, like, okay, so in the state that I live in, that you can have open carry, no problem. You don't need a permit. You don't need anything. You can just open carry. Don't matter what you don't say. You have to have what holster or whatever. It can be tucked in your waistband, and as long as it's showing or whatever, you're fine. Now, concealed carry, you need a permit. Now, one thing, if anybody knows this, or what I always said that was the dumbest thing in the world, and everybody was like, well, a criminal is going to conceal the weapon anyway, no matter what. So my thing was, I was like, the thing that bothered me with open carry is like, if you had to talk about like an either or situation here, like if it was me, constitutional carry all around, yeah. But if you had told me, he says, all right, Raster, you have to give a permit to one of them. Which one's going to be? I'm going to say it's going to be the open carry dude. Let me tell you why. Because they're not trained in gun retention, and most of them have like a 0 level holster and everything, where it's like looks like something they got out of like south of the border, like leather goods store or whatever, with tassels on it and shit. And it has nothing but a button on it holding the gun in place. And I always sit there thinking about these dumbass rednecks and then sitting in the Best Buy line or whatever. And I sat there and watched one time where he's all goofing off, talking to his buddy and all that kind of stuff. It looks like a damn meth head. And I'm like, how easy, if I was a psychopath, I could have reached over and grabbed the handle of that weapon and everything and pulled it from him. I mean, he had no retention training whatsoever. With concealed, you don't even know it's there to even know what to grab for to begin with.
Yep.
And then on top of that, it has a barrier in its way and everything, usually in most cases and everything, to keep you from being able to reach for it in an accessible way. So I never got it. It never made it
taken from you. It makes you a target. If anyone wants to do something, you're gonna be the first person that's gonna get taken down before you even know what the fuck's gonna happen. Now, the open carry thing, I get why people like to do it. They think that they're demonstrating their rights. It's my right to do it or whatever. But it's tactically it's dumb as shit.
No, I
think it always. I always think it looks kind of tacky to me, in my opinion. I always thought that I was like, it's kind of like,
off.
Yeah. I was like,
it is. Yeah, it's showing off. No, I think fundamentally you don't want the ass clown who's going to decide to go psycho to walk into the building and be like, oh look. There's the guy I have to freaking take out because he's right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's stupid. You want the guy to walk in and be like going, ha, and then of course you come up from behind at the bathroom. You're like, I got your ass. Pop! And
yeah, it's the same thing. Like if you're talking about survival, like end of the world type shit. Like you don't want to be that guy if you're going out. If you're in fucking fucking Walking Dead or something like that. like to go out in like camouflage uniform, carrying a fucking military rucksack, you're just putting a flag on yourself for somebody who's going to get attacked. That guy has good shit. I'm going to take that motherfucker down.
Yep. Look at that prepper.
Exactly. I know that's an extreme angle from what we're talking about, but it run that bell in my head.
Stream, what are you talking about? The zombie apocalypse is coming.
It's already here, dude. You haven't been already.
Yeah, I know,
yet.
right? No, dude. When I worked in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is it's a very liberal city. I'll tell you what, I would see The Walking Dead.
But that's because it's Florida and they're all on bath salts.
Yeah. It's always the liberal cities. It's never the ones that you know what I'm saying. But Petersburg, very liberal.
The only reason I don't really give a shit one way or the other, concealed carry versus is because I hate carrying compact fucking pistols. I prefer a full size pistol. I prefer a full size pistol in 10mm because fuck you, fuck your gangbanger friends, all 22 of them.
You're cool. Fuck you and fuck you. You're dead.
No, it's the fact I just prefer having a lot more ammunition, and with the 510, the FN 510, I have that ammunition.
Yeah, that's another show I'd like to do sometime. I'd like to get everybody on here and talk guns sometime. We should do that.
You know what? Speaking of guns, I think that would actually be probably be a good thing to do is like actual talk. You know, because I have to be honest, and I'm not gonna. One thing that really irks me is you see all these women who come off from the liberal side and they start kind of wising up. One of the first things they do is they go to this like high profile gun range and they carry around like an M249 saw like it's a purse puppy, and they're posing with it, and it's like it makes me so angry.
You mean a Brittany Venti?
Yes. I wasn't gonna name names, but okay.
I will.
That's hilarious because so
they had what was it? It was a 240 Bravo. They had a damn 240 Bravo, and they're just like on the ring. I'm just like, please point the weapon down range.
So I am a rifleman. I did not go through corporal's course, and my job did not require me to carry pistol. So I was never trained on pistol. And so when this was brought up, we should do a stream talking about it. I'm like, we should do like all of us meeting somewhere and just be at the range so Tiffany can have her military buddies help her with her pistols.
Look,
so that's my request.
For that. Let's do that sometime. Maybe we'll change things up just even here on the Thursday Knife Hands show. Maybe we'll just occasionally change things up from political. You know, like maybe on Slow News Week. How about that? Yeah. Like on slow, if there's not much to talk about, we can just like talk guns.
Oh, you mean a week that Trump isn't being indicted?
Yeah.
Okay, so about 5-10 years.
Oh, that'll be a rare occasion.
Yeah, we'll have to pick.
You know, if you think about it, guns are a political topic. So
it is.
They are.
Yeah,
they
are.
But before we move on to the next political topic with Raster there, if he's ready, I'm still going to highlight this again. I don't know how many people want to play along, but we have any super chats, and we'll do social, $20 and more. We'll do a shot. I do still have my Redneck Riviera, which we dug into pretty fucking early, quite a bit. Appreciate the hell out of you guys.
You are single-handedly making John Rich another $1 million.
Dude, I am funding the shit out of him through you guys. You guys are funding me, and I am therefore funding John Rich. Who also this also goes to Folds of Honor. Yeah. So yeah.
I've loved him since I was a kid. That was the first concert I ever went to was Big and Rich.
Oh my God. Okay, so as much as I want to get to Raster, okay, so
fuck Raster.
Hold on real quick. So Big and Rich,
Adam's got a fangirl.
Are you? Yes, absolutely. Are you familiar with the song 8th of November?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you name the unit?
173rd Airborne. Thank you.
Well, I knew you would know it. That was my first unit. I had the tattoo on my arm. 173rd Airborne Brigade, 8th of November was about an incident at oh God, now I'm blanking. I can't remember the battle, but the entire song was about and his buddy was in the 173rd Airborne Brigade. The music video is absolutely amazing. It gave me chills because the Pat showed up all the damn time in that song. And so they actually did a fundraising concert. I think it was in Virginia when I was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, to help fund the 173rd Airborne Memorial that was being built at DC. And I was planning on going, but my fucking unit ended up coming up on training last minute, and I couldn't go to the concert. I wanted so bad to see them in concert for the longest time, and I finally got to see them 3 years ago, of all places, right outside in Lambeau Field parking lot, Green Bay, Wisconsin. My team, and I finally got to see them, and they even played 8th of November as a big special presentation. They had a bunch of veterans up there, and that was actually the first time I learned about Redneck Riviera, because they had shots for all the veterans that they had up on stage, and they gave every single one of them Redneck Riviera, and that is actually where I learned about this and why I love it so much.
That's a cool story, bro.
Did you throw you throw your panties on stage too?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that the okay, thank you. Isn't that the what the freaking We Were Soldiers, isn't that the outfit? What
No, that was it was First Cavalry when they went in, but I think it was like 7th Cav when they first started. But
no, that was Mel Gibson.
Here's that. Well, the thing is that the First Cav and what happened there in that incident was being given credit as being the first major conflict, but where the confusion you might have if you're familiar with the 173rd, the 173rd was actually the first major unit in Vietnam, but it was the First Cav that got credit for being the first major conflict because they were an entire division. But the 173rd was actually the first major as a brigade.
They're a brigade with their own unit patch versus like a division,
right?
Which is normally where they have. I mean,
yeah. The 173rd as a brigade has always acted separate from a division. It's unique. To break out, I'm not going to break down all the other shit, but it's a lot of pride. I appreciate you guys struggling through my little story there, Mr. Rastercaster. Why don't you go ahead and talk about, of all things, after Flag Day, which is also the U.S. Army birthday, let's talk about Flag Day and the strange conflict that you had recently with some people on Twitter about some flag presentation.
Okay. All right. Finally. All right. I ain't talking about your gay concerts and shit. All right. Now
everybody can go to sleep for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah,
well, he did say pride about the gay concert.
Yeah, and it really took it really hard for him not to drop the L out of that word flag. So anyway, it's like that was my day. Anyway, yes.
He laughed. Scream.
All right, so the nitty gritty of it is that some guy and everything posted something where it was like with Elon about fact checkers and all that kind of stuff, and someone they were saying that like they put the flag, the new intersectional pride flag right there on the south lawn between the columns, and to the flank of it now they have the American flags. Okay. Now, I said that that if you can look at the picture, it's obviously a flag code violation, and they said no, it's not, and everything. The picture's been cropped out intentionally, not include the flag. And I'm like, yeah, the picture isn't intentionally, it is not, maybe is or isn't intentionally cropped, because they said that the flag was on top of the White House, thus made it that it's not a flag code violation. And I was like, now, if you read the code. The code responds to as a display. A display is like a single part. Like, okay, so if you're on the grounds, you're not going to be able to see the fucking flag on top of the White House if you're on the south lawn there, then where all the shindig was happening. You're not going to be able to see it. It's going to be on top of the building, on like further inward or whatever, because it's a flat top building for the most part. Okay, so you got it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now in this or whatever, this fact check or whatever is probably written by someone that doesn't know anything about code, didn't actually ask anybody that served on any honor guard. I've actually pulled over 10 years in honor guard, and we actually had to study this shit. And there is an element of interpretation in it because you can't account for every single situation in which these things are going to be displayed. And one of the things that they got into it with, I said, well, that the flag on top of the White House is not part of the display. That's just part that just because it's right somewhere else on the building doesn't make that display correct. If that makes any sense, that means there could be a violation. Right. Okay. So, all right.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, in that case or whatever, it says, show me where it's at. And I was like, okay. So I state where the violation was. I said, the violation is that no flag should be presented. What was it? Presented like it should be, how can I say it? It should be center, front and center. Basically, it should not be higher or lower. Shouldn't be smaller. And I mean, I don't have them right in front of me right now, but I actually looked it up and actually gave it out verbatim what it was. And the nitty gritty of it all, and they said that actually applies to being mounted onto the staff. And I said, no, it does not. It actually, this is how it's hung onto a structure. And the part of it was they got hung up on that. It says, well, it says right here, it says a corridor or hey, Samuel, a corridor or I forgot what the other thing was or whatever. But anyway, that is a corridor. Part of a portico is the exit part of a corridor. A corridor is something that leads to another area. It's a broad definition that can be used. You would not normally call it a corridor, but the flag code is written to be very broad in where it would be hung. So in the sense of whatever, that I said, if they would have hung the pride flags flanking the American flag, basically swap it around to where the pride flag wasn't in the center, it would actually not be a violation. And I give you an additional pride flag on top of that when I do that. Now, I was like, now, if anybody would sit there and say, being honest about it and everything, and sit there and say, well, you're saying everything that you're not saying it should not be presented with a pride flag. No, my argument was not that the American flag was presented with the flag. I said that's not the violation. The violation is in the way it was presented. And I said the flag should have been up front and center. It always should be. And I was like, this is a thing of common sense. If I pulled random people off the street and I said, I'm going to have 3 flags mounted onto the White House on the South Lawn. It's going to be a big display. These flags are going to be massive. All right. Now I want to have an American flag. I'm not going to tell you what the 2 other flags are. They're going to be with it. But I can tell you right now, it's not a country's flag. All right. And that's giving a benefit of doubt and everything about how other flags are supposed to be represented from other countries or whatever. American flag still comes first no matter what, because we're on a U.S. soil.
Yep.
I said, where is the most prominent position out of all 3 options? The most prominent position is where they have the gay flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I was like, front the way the code is written, the lesson you should take away from it is that the most common sense, most prominent position of the flag is where the American flag should be. And that's been beat into our heads, at least when we're growing up in school. I mean,
should be the centerpiece.
It's one of them things where it's one of them things where even if you not know the code, you might not be in the military or anything like that. There's something that it's always been displayed in American culture in such a way, and by vets that came before us. They're even more traditional than myself, and this always presented that way. So in the back of your head, I know it doesn't look right because no one has ever done it that way. So for someone to sit there and say immediately that's a flag code violation, you are correct. It is a flag code violation because it's not front and center. And I was like, but I had a bunch of people, purple hair weirdos, that were sitting there arguing with me on, purple hair, green's okay. Now, the thing is that they sit there and argue with me tooth and nail about little small things. and then they don't even bother reading the thread, and they go on saying, well, it's on top of the White House, and they bring that back up again. And it just gets very, very irritating and everything, how it, no matter what you say, no matter what you state, and they'll argue like semantics on all these different little things and try to bend the interpretation to suit it that a made up pride flag that did not exist 5 years ago is now being presented front and center ahead of 2 American flags. That was the biggest insult. 2 American flags were less prominent than this made up pride flag.
Yeah,
that is
that will change. That will change before next year.
Right. What's also amazing is that these people. I mean, I saw the comment saying, "Well, the fact checker said."
Yeah, well, the fact checker's wrong.
Biased fact checker. I mean, who?
Yeah, that was the thing, that they were actually replying back with the article that they were using, and then highlighted. It says right here, and I was like, "Well, that's my problem. I was stating that the fact checker is wrong, but you won't quote the fact checker." I was like, and I'm telling you from I'm not, and I said I'm not even talking from experience. I actually gave down the paragraph down to the paragraph in the code, and still people argue with you. And I was like, we're a lost country. Sometimes I wonder if all the bad things that happen to us, we deserve it, because this is the shit that happens with it, because we got people like this that could actually vote.
My favorite was when they called you a disgrace to the military.
Yeah,
and I'm like, and he had a Ukraine flag in his name, and I'm like, give me a fucking break.
Yep. You know what? To all those fuckers with the Ukraine flag, go to the Ukraine and kill some Russians and
do something to exactly.
No, go to Ukraine and fucking get issued a little pop gun and get your fucking shit ass fucking shot, because you're only being used as fucking flak anyways.
Well, it's just very
Russians.
It's just that, I mean, I guess the thing is that honestly, I'm not so bent out of shape about like flag code violations. People do it every day, but I think it's because of the fact that it was the White House, and that no matter how much that feeble, senile old man and his administration fucks up, they run defense on him no matter what. It's kind of like, I can't stand him. Sean Hannity actually had Gavin Newsom on, and he showed him a montage of like all of Biden's gas or whatever, where he seems like he's really senile, falling on the stage and all that kind of stuff. And Gavin's like, yeah, he looks perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because he wants to run against him.
Yeah. Bring it up and look up what.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and read your shit, or
scroll
down, because the last one is the funny shit.
Yeah, so you can literally look at the photo and see that it violates flag code, and obviously fact checked by someone who's never had to oversee ceremonial display of our flag. They could have had 2 pride flags with the U.S. flag in the center to pass code, but despite having several officials present, they still chose to dishonor the flag by violating, despite of having an out, and the out would be to reverse the flags.
And this is in response to this fact check right here. It says false.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and scroll through this little conversation here where they got all these little fucking commentaries. But down, and there's the fucking commentary. Oh, well, there's the flag on top too. That's clearly part of the display. Yeah, fuck you.
Now look how far back they are from the White House to see half of that flag.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was intentionally cropped and cut off. I said, no, if you take a picture of the photo, they highlight the article.
Okay, you want to see it? Okay.
And then it says the original images that circulated on social media of the U.S. flag over the White House was cropped out, either by accident or by design. In either case, it certainly changes the context that there was a U.S. flag at the highest point. Here's the problem. Okay, I'll go ahead and
I'll give not part of that display.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not part of it. But let's say that some jackass leftist like military member or whatever is out there, and I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and give you that. But here's the problem: your prominent flag is now in violation because it's smaller than the other 3 flags.
Yep.
Yeah.
flag at that point, flag code the flag code violation is that your prominent flag is your smallest flag, and it clearly states in the flag code that the highest flag has to be larger than the other three other flags present.
And let's go down here to the last comment. You can literally see, just read the fact check to see that you are wrong. And the fact checker is right. Holy shit, what a stupid self-own.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of the goddamn fact checkers. Guess what?
Dude, I still haven't figured out a jolly... Okay, Cake Wars?
Yeah, I was just
when would you like to leave for the Ukraine? You got the little flag. When would you like to leave? I will buy you a one-way ticket to the Ukraine.
If Cake Wars is his handle, he wouldn't fit on the plane.
I've literally seen people talking about the fact, like, we need to send American soldiers to Ukraine to defend them, and I'm like going, you know what? Your ass needs to sign up first. How about that? How about where's your volunteer, bitch?
Well,
I think the firstborn of every senator should go.
Sending arms. They're all about sending arms over there, but yet they want to take ours away from us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm all about sending arms over there. You know what? I'm gonna put him in that liberal fucker's hand, and then goodbye. Get over there. Go defend Ukraine. Yeah, I'm so tired of this crap. I can't tell you how tired of these fucking assholes I am. That they think that they're like, oh, we're defending Ukraine. No, you're not, dude.
You're defending a bunch of oligarchs' money from a bunch of other oligarchs that are fighting them over fucking yachts.
Yeah.
You are basically, what you're seeing is the game Mafia Wars with military hardware.
Yeah.
The two corrupt countries.
Yeah, probably panic attack seeing all the Yahtzee flags on the armbands of the Ukrainian fighters that they be fighting.
Oh, they just airbrushed that off. They airbrushed that out of the photos.
There's been so many photos, though.
Oh,
This is a good comment here. I don't want to say it, but
yeah,
that's I got to be careful with that. But that's a funny one, though.
I would probably say flag.
Good name, flag.
Utz.
Yeah.
Don't be a flaggist.
Green-haired anti-liberal, you have a friend here. Sarge Marine says, I got out because Sergeant Major Douglas and 232 others were killed in the barracks bombing in 83. He had 6 months left on a 30-year hitch. Some politicians over drinks made us pull ammo out of 2 checkpoints. Holy fuck, dude. That was enough for me. He was in from 78 to 88. Well, oorah to you, man. You're green-haired anti-liberal over there. Your fellow Marine. Rest of us, Army and Marine. Army. We got Army, Air Force, and Navy here. And we're just missing our fucking Coastie. Our Coastie never shows up. But thank you for being here, Sarge Marine. I haven't seen you here before. Also, Crosshatch, haven't seen you in here before. Awesome having you here, man. And Snow Dub is here. Thank you, Snow Dub, for the $2. He says, much love, guys, from the Cotton Connection. Hell yeah, the Cotton Connection. You guys are awesome. And because of our drinking game, any super chats does equal social. Thank you very much, Snow Dub, for the $2.
Puppet lives matter.
That's right. But yeah, that entire conversation was so fucking stupid, man. I was saying this on the back. I can't remember if it was in the back room or here. I've had too many shots now. But yeah, there was somebody who even said flag. God, what's it called? Flag regulation, flag code, flag code. He said flag code's not even a thing, you fucking idiot. And it was censored because he said fucking. And I said, and I literally copied the actual flag code with the link there. Like, really? You want to fucking try to own somebody here, and you don't even know the facts? Yeah.
I mean, it literally doesn't matter to these people because all they're gonna say is like, well, you know what, the fact checkers, they're trusted sources, so I'm not gonna listen to you. And it's like, well, okay, whatever, dude. You know, it's like, yeah, because the fact checker was in the military.
So if the trusted sources tell you to shove a baseball bat up your ass with fucking with rusty metal nails driven through it, are you gonna do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, they'd probably enjoy it.
They did convince everybody to stick a certain metal object into their arms without any good testing. Not saying exactly what that metal was, but because that could be very harmful to my YouTube channel. But yeah, they believed it.
And we're not telling them not to, okay? But I do suggest that you start with the small end first, okay?
I mean, and that metal was not that anthrax vaccine that you could sell your blood for $800 a pint for after a while.
The fuck?
Okay. In 2001, they had a shortage of anthrax vaccines, and if you had a current anthrax vaccine, they would actually pay you for your fucking blood to make more anthrax vaccines.
Jeez,
really? I didn't know about that.
Wow, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that you know what? That probably became because of the scare with the anthrax powder that was getting mailed out and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember that right after 9/11?
Yeah, and because anthrax has to be made from live blood samples.
I forgot we agreed. It's on you, Ryan.
Yeah, also because you're drunk too. So usually, like, I think we should make a rule that when you're drinking, I should be like,
he's not gonna remember.
It's true. That's true. Welcome
we talked
to
about
Horny
this an hour. We talked about this an hour ago. And of course,
like a drunk introduction to me.
Yes.
We'll just say that somebody with the name Adam is already feeling abbreviated.
Well,
Nice.
I mean, this pretty much did become the political Skinamax Saturday on Thursday with Blue Cord Devil and a few others dropping a bunch of fucking $20 super chats and make me take a bunch of fucking shots. But at least I know I'm not blackout. Unlike one Saturday.
Not yet.
Hey, anybody out there wants to get blackout, silly drunk? Drop a super chat of $20 or more, and I'll take some more shots.
I'm not making your drinks, so yeah, you're not blackout drunk yet.
If you want to see a real spectacle,
blackout is not far away.
And then of course, Raster can always do the imitation of you drunk.
I like units. Sliding out of his leather chair.
Oh my God! Yes, no Mike
And
kissing.
and then he puts on.
No, that wasn't Mike
armor.
kissing. That was Mike deep throating. His jaw was starting to relax, and it was like he was just ready. He's like, well, "This looks familiar. It's nice and big, thick and black." I like this.
So for the record, I do have this new amazing mic that Raster was the one who gave me the recommendation, but I do still have the original gay mic right here.
Yeah,
it's
only been inserted once. Wink,
it's
wink.
not changing any colors right now.
JB for $20.
You need to sell that on Amazon.
Just helping out.
Yeah.
Apparently, I pull up the gay mic and JB drops a 20. I think he wants me.
Buyer must promise not to put a UV light over it.
All right, let me pull my shot here real quick, and while I do that, to you, JB, let's go ahead and we'll do.
I'm freaking out.
Okay, go. For those of you who might not be familiar with our channel, that is our friend and the most wonderful punching bag of all time, Mr. Dermy Wormy there getting shot in the dick. Mr. JB for the $20. Thank you very much, my friend. I greatly appreciate your contribution to my alcoholism.
And Mr. JB says, I don't want to see your gay mic.
You don't want to see me do what with my gay mic?
Oh, good God.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not there yet.
I think the better question is probably, why does that thing smell like butthole?
It's a very wide diameter there.
That's a straight up naval probe.
I am going to keep this mic. I'm going to use this for traveling when I go on the road. I don't want to have to keep
traveling.
My buddy,
my buddy and me.
Yeah.
So why?
Someone's gonna walk in.
Mic glistening with the sheen of Astroglide, Adam.
Yeah, so he's gonna be like the housekeeper is gonna walk in on his like hotel room or whatever, and he's doing a squat in the middle of the floor, and all he does has an O face, and all they see is like lights coming out of his mouth. His tongue ends up looking like the finger from E.T.
His tonsils look like the pride flag.
Like that gay.
Marcelletta is going to go down to the management and say, "Hey, man, there's a man up in that room, and they got rainbow shooting out of his mouth. And he got something with a cord hanging out of his bunghole."
And the
I'm not cleaning up whatever's in that room.
And the management's going to be like, "It's okay. It's Pride Month."
Oh, God. LGBT.
Someone asked me, so sometimes they put like, was it 2A LGBT? They put the 2A in front of it. Sometimes you ever see that?
Yeah.
Someone actually
what
asked,
is that?
Someone asked, and I was being legit serious or whatever, but it was kind of like me just being me.
You.
I said schizophrenia. And there's like, what? And I was like, well, if you're going to get right down to it, it means two-spirited. So it means that there's people that I guess have multiple personalities or whatever. So I was kind of on the nose with it, but I mean,
I was
apparently schizophrenia is sexual orientation.
I was following.
I can't keep up.
I was following Crowder back in the day before he moved into his new thing, before Mug Club and all that. And he used to say all the damn time, I still have memorized, LGBTQ AAIP and a silent number 2 was what he would say over and over and over again. And he got accused of straw manning, or gaslighting people, being fake about it. And this was before, this is when LGBT was a thing. And he kept on saying LGBTQ AAIP silent number 2. And people accused him saying straw man. And then now look at it. There's even more than that now. But yeah, the silent number 2, when he was saying that, is two-spirited. And everyone accused him of also being complete bullshit in that, until, of all people, the Prime Minister of Canada actually came out. There's a video of him saying, I want to acknowledge all of our two-spirited Canadians out there. These pandering fucking bullshit to people's fucking mental delusions and mental psychosis is fucking amazing.
But I think everybody knows what the plus stands for.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a P
solution
included in that plus.
The solution to all of this just costs $5.85 a round. That's all I'm saying.
You ain't wrong.
What?
But we are not calling anyone to violence. Absolutely not.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
Lapua Magnum.
Israel's got to bounce. Been fun, guys. Take it easy. Thank you, sir.
Israel.
Much appreciated.
I love the fact that we have an entire country here with us. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the Israelites. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Holy shit, this is actually a lot more fun than I was ever expecting. We've only been doing this Vets Talk with knife hands for about a month now, and this has always been our political. It's been meant to be the angry one where we're getting fucking pissed off when that knife hand just has to come out. But this is a really fun one, and I'm not opposed to having fun conversations when we're talking about this kind of fucked up ass shit that's going on.
It's amazing what you can do with Derming out here.
Well, in the words of Horace Horripical, the world is a comedy to those who think, and a tragedy to those who feel.
Amen to that.
And they also say alcohol is a cause and a solution. Well, hang on, what?
It goes really well with my shirt, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wait. Let's highlight that.
Yeah, fuck your feelings. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Hell
That's one way to
yeah.
end the stream.
That's a great way to end the stream.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what?
What the shirt say?
With the fuck your feelings and some cleavage.
Yeah. So yeah,
Boobs is always a good way to
alcohol
end it.
is the solution and the cause of all world's
Yeah.
problems.
I just want to say I love America right now.
God bless America, and God bless fuck your feelings and our ability to say such. That's why I care. I'm for Pride Month. I always fly my pride flag, which is the American flag. Go America.
Mm-hmm.
That also being said, if you enjoy the alcohol content, be sure to show up for Skinamax Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern here in Bet's Talkin, where I might get blackout fucking drunk and depend on my friend Ryan there as being the designated streamer.
Producer.
Yeah.
Kind of like tonight.
I'm always sober in these streams.
I feel like he's the DD, but
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't remember the last time I was actually drunk on one of these streams. I think it's been months.
I think you definitely show up buzzed. You were definitely buzzed on one.
Drunk when the little girl comes out, you know he's drunk.
Yeah. When I call Raster a little girl, that's when I've had a few.
Yeah. Hey, you were also calling out someone in the chat. You were also calling out someone in the chat who was just being a dick.
I didn't realize. Oh my god, that one was fucking funny. Yeah, I think that was the last one I had a few on.
It was great, dude. Everyone was laughing. So it's all good. We were all like, we know the dude's just fucking around, but you took it.
I had no idea.
We all know we're drunk when we keep asking Raster what the location of the Alpha site is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, I just want to say that I appreciate Ryan's. I appreciate Ryan's gay lighting in his background.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
I just
my bisexual lighting.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's my bisexual light. Here, look. I'll look.
As I'm looking at that, actually looked like the trans all inclusiveness flag.
No, I got it. I got it on the fucking rainbow LEDs for a reason.
He's inclusive for a bunch of dudes.
Well, you are the big spoon.
He's got a lot of gender fluids.
Yes, the big spoon. Yeah. I'm passing all that gender fluid around.
Just remember to change your gender fluids every 3,000 miles. So.
And never change it during, because if you did
great.
Because if you change gender during sex, that means that you eventually made your partner gay during that point, and that's just not fair.
Well, I mean, if they wanted to be fair, Dylan Vovani should have been an influencer. But no, an influencer for Dextron transmission fluid.
Oh my god! Just speaking of fucking transmission fluid, have you seen what Mr. Mulvaney looks like now?
Oh god!
No,
he has bleached all the hair on his head, so bleached eyebrows, bleached hair, looks like fucking Paris Hilton on a bender.
Yes. Oh, that's we talked about that.
You know what? Honestly, honestly, I give him another year.
So he looks.
And everybody knows what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he looks like Paris Hilton during the heavy cocaine and cocaine years.
Especially how skinny.
Oh.
No, he looks like somebody put their Barbie clothes on their Ken doll, is what he looks like.
No, the thing is that seriously,
the Ken doll actually looks like a
taken.
Dude.
I think he has embraced the
psychosis.
The psychosis so much that I think he's literally got an eating disorder now.
Oh, I think honestly, I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm not saying it to be mean, but I'm not saying. I'm just saying. When I say that I give him a year, I say that because I hope that someone actually intervenes. But unfortunately, we live in society and everything where intervention is considered bigotry. And at this point,
California passes a bill to take your kids away if you don't affirm their delusion.
Fucking California.
And he's going to be that statistic and everything that that everybody keeps quoting 42%. For his. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to figure there's got to be some serious fucking. There's
then
no
they gonna
way
turn
the
it
whole
to
fucking
martyrdom.
the Bud Light fucking blowback did not actually fucking get to that person. There's no.
I don't.
When O'Keefe followed him, you could tell that there was something messed up with him.
These companies just use these people for cannon fodder. That's it. They don't give a shit about these people. They don't care. Like he goes off and self deletes. No, they don't care.
The blowback from Bud Light, the blowback from Nike, the blowback from Lululemon, the blowback from
everything that person touches
That's a lot of
turns to
blowback.
shit.
And
the thing is though, what's going to really be really irritating, because I don't want it to happen. I want to say that I don't want it to happen. As annoying as annoying as fuck as he is, yeah, you're right. He's going to be a martyr, and then they're going to sit there and say, "Well, he did this because of the way y'all treated him."
Yep.
And I'm like,
nope. Because you put that dude front page on your fucking billboards and all your fucking bullshit. Whatever happens to him is on you.
No, yeah, they'll never take responsibility. And you know what's sad is that I've served with people who are in the military who are gay and lesbian, and you know what? They don't support this shit either. Yep. They're like, no, this is not a thing.
The T shouldn't be with the LGB.
Yeah, not the Pride Month crap. Like they're like, dude, literally, the American flag is my flag. Like that. Seriously, this is what they stand for. Is the American?
This is our pride flag. This is our pride flag right here.
That is the flag of the United States of America. That is the flag of freedom. That is a flag of hope. Like it's
true equality. This is true equality.
But it doesn't have equity.
I actually just got a shirt from Adam Calhoun that says, "I wear my pride flag all year round," and on the back it's the American flag.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, yeah.
You know what we should do for a stream? We should. There's a man. Have you ever got your hands on like how to be an anti-racist? Like there's DEI training things that they have. Have you ever got your hands on the manual? I think if because you always have to do it in a work environment where you you have your you get reported HR if you say something inappropriate. Imagine doing it in this type of environment where we actually legit, like for the whole stream, actually try to do a seminar on this stream.
I guarantee there's probably like a YouTube video of training or something of things that are like considered. Yeah,
I
can get a manual. I definitely can get a manual.
Death by 1,500 per hour point slides.
Bro, bring that to the Vets Talking chat. Let's talk about that shit and do that.
I think we should. I think that'd be so on the fucking nose. It'd be
absolutely
funny.
Absolutely.
How not?
But we gotta get Sheep or somebody on though to bounce it out.
What am I seeing here? Blue Cord said he's back. Tracy K said Blue Adam hit his points.
What you should do is bring Ryan on for it because he's so experienced at that bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Ryan.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
because he was what he said he was actually his unit's
equal opportunity rep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say, all jokes aside, I think it'd be great if we get one of our black friends to be on here. And the reason I say that is not because you got to have your one black friend. I was like, no. The reason I say this, hear me out, is because nothing is more even in a company, nothing is more awkward than watching a bunch of white people and everything talk about their white guilt and everything with the one black person that has to turn their camera off and to keep from laughing in the corner about these honkies and everything getting all bent out of shape about some bullshit. Because because it's always funny to watch that one black that one base black dude now and they say y'all crazy.
Yeah, but
I feel bad because my family only killed 500 slaves, not 1,000.
Tracy says point of being drunk, Adam. Okay, yeah, I hit that point. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but
drunk, Adam.
It's mostly the leftists.
Oh, don't do that.
It's mostly the leftists that are awkward when a black man speaks his mind, and we're not leftists, so We'd be right along with them, right?
Yeah, but it's like you got to think that when you're in those manuals, the one I have in mind is that it's like there's like these group activities that you do, kind of like think about when you're in school and you had like a questions and you had they'll ask a certain questions that you have to do and you have to fill them out with a group, and it's kind of like that where you have a scenario that you have to talk through. Now, at work, we have to think about the most PC way of doing it. I would love to hear how it would go on the stream and everything, where they give you one of them bullshit scenarios that you have to talk about.
Yeah, I think that would be hysterical. We got to do it.
I just sit in the corner and
like
listen.
a Cards Against Humanity situation.
It is. It is exactly. That's exact. You hit the nail on the head. It's basically anti-racist Cards Against Humanity.
Yep.
Sounds like a
ESG version.
Our Sarge Marine says light green or dark green Marines, all green Marines.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. There ain't no race in the foxhole.
No, there's no race in you know what? That's what irritates the shit out of me with this whole DEI crap. In the military, it's like, no, what are you talking about? Like,
Dude, I don't never remember there being any sort of like racism or anything. Were there like considered racist jokes or whatever, but no one actually meant it, and honestly, it was given right back.
Exactly.
The ones.
What did you do? You turned Dave Chappelle on, and you hear the same shit.
Yeah,
and we all laughed at it.
Yep,
and we're white.
Yeah, because if somebody didn't like you, they wouldn't say shit to you.
Yes.
Yeah. I swear I remember there being somebody who was. I mean, he was. I swear I can't remember exactly, but there was somebody who was pretty racist. But the guy didn't last. He could not put up with it, and he was out in no time. The fact of the matter is anybody who wants to come in and is any kind of that kind of mindset, they just won't last.
You're not fucking tolerated, because you know what? If you're gonna fucking act
mentally capable.
Yeah, if you're gonna act like that, I can't trust you to watch my fucking back. If you won't watch his back because of his skin color, I'm not gonna trust you to watch my back. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
You are ostracized so quick.
But the thing is that this whole thing of like this white guilt stuff and everything, it just blows my mind, and it just kills me. And I'm like, all right, when I'm sitting there getting preached to by somebody, and I'm like, I know how I grew up, and I guarantee you had it better than I did. And then it's funny, if you read the material, there's always an out. Like it's like no matter what, there's a constant, like oppression train. So it says it even clearly says even though that you're white, you may have still suffered. However, and it says, however, there's somebody else and everything. There's always someone else more oppressed than you. And no matter what, now Whitey's the bad guy.
Yeah, because no one wins in the oppression Olympics.
Nope.
Exactly.
There's just a bigger victim.
Right.
Exactly.
It's just one of the things where I hear about this being a gut punch and everything, where someone goes on and whatever, talks about like being oppressed and everything, and then I sit there and think, well, I had it pretty bad too now, but you know what? I don't want to sit there and focus on it all damn day. And guess what? I'm doing pretty good right now, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't because of my skin color. It's because I worked my ass off.
Yeah,
and I went through some shit to get there.
Red, white, and blue. That's absolutely right there, Mr. John.
I mean, Starship Troopers has it fucking right. Everybody fights. Nobody.
They had it right that every single man and woman should be in the shower at the same damn time.
That's not where I was going, but I'm not going to disagree.
I mean,
of course, it always is funny though to be talking about talking about the fact that I think anybody who was actually any dude in the military has probably seen more penises than almost any woman on the planet.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on, wait.
Well, that's the first week you were in the military.
Gal has said she's seen her share.
Oh, I'm sure she's seen a woman share.
She's a woman Marine.
But let's be honest. I mean, us dudes in the fucking barracks, man, we had to fucking dudes. We've seen a lot of wieners.
Yeah. We had, okay, so there was an awkward pause. Okay, so
I don't care. Clip the shit out of it. It's true.
Late saying a lot of waiters.
I'm going to bring something straight to this conversation, though. In 2003, when I was in Kirkuk, Iraq, shortly after the invasion, we had a very small amount of females in Kirkuk, and the only female actual shower hall was on the Air Force side. It was like the females had to take a fucking Humvee to go drive down there. So there was one female who said, fuck it, that okay, so they were like trailers, right? They were trailers. They were 18-wheeler trailers that they set up as shower bays, if you can picture that in your mind. And they had like, I think it was 6 showers. I stepped out, I'm drying off, and all of a sudden fucking titties come walking out of one. No fucking shame whatsoever. Drives herself off and walks the fuck out. And I asked somebody else, and yep, she fucking said, fuck it, I'm not going down to the female trailers no more. So when you're talking about that,
it said, once my boner went down, I definitely had a word with her.
She saw her fair share of fucking wieners. She said, fuck it, I'm showering the dude's shower.
After I got done giving a full salute, I gave her a mouthful. I mean,
you gave her a mouthful?
Yeah. Now, you listen here, ma'am. You polish this knob until it goes down.
Oh, good.
All right, let's go ahead and close this up. 2 hours and 20 minutes is definitely a record for this show. God, I mean, I want to close this off at 2 hours, but this conversation has been fucking great, man. You guys are awesome.
Well, I mean, you mentioned bisexual lighting, and that's good for another half hour. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I bring the bisexual lighting. Okay, I'm cool with it.
You know, I'm glad it went from my microphone to your bisexual backlighting. Horny Alf, thank you for hopping in towards the end there, dude. Where can everybody find you? I know your channel's doing all right.
Yeah, Soldier, thanks for having me on. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, dropping memes, dropping commentary. You can also find me on Twitch, where I do my live streams, and all my live streams I re-upload to my YouTube. I also re-upload them to my Odyssey and Rumble. And when you can't find me here, you find me on Friday nights with Ballbusters, also Saturday nights, Vets Talkin', and on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern, we got our Star Trek Engage show, which I think you're going to be a part of, right?
I'm gonna try to hop on. I don't know when I can. Sunday is my rest day because I do all my YouTube stuff is Wednesday through Saturday. I want to hop on at some point. Yes,
and
that's the only time when the sauna at the YMCA is open.
This is how we do the whole stream. We're resting.
Yeah, our Star Trek show is not super serious. Like, we don't expect everyone to be there every Sunday. So,
it's super laid back.
Yeah, we're just sitting around talking about Star Trek episodes, and once we finish Picard, we're going to start with the original series and then go into TNG after that. So,
yep.
But yeah, catch us there.
Awesome. Yeah, I will give a little shout out here, Sarge Marine. He's popping in here. Looks like Sarge Marine has a bunch of channels himself.
Cool.
Happy to have you on here, dude. Yeah, appreciate your support. Also, he said on here he was in Al Assad in 2004. I was there. KRB. Remember what KRB stands for? I remember that acronym. I can't remember what it means though. All right, nobody else. Okay, I'm not the only one. I felt like a fucking idiot for asking. It sounds really damn familiar, but yeah, outside, yeah, I was there. I was in there from 03 to 04. I think it's very early. It's either January or February when I left there though. But dude, Sarge Marine, you're awesome, dude. Thanks for being here, man. Nana Reaper, my army brother, fellow USASOC. Go ahead. Where can everybody find you?
If he's there.
No.
Rastercaster, how about you, our Air Force veteran and the evil one, the dark
I was
one?
talking, it wasn't transmitting. Damn.
All right, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rastercaster. Shut the fuck up. I'm Rastercaster. You can find me at Real Raster on the Twitters where I say shit. listen, agree with me, or else. And I'll be starting my channel soon at, guess what's called? Rastercaster. Pretty easy to figure out, isn't it? Unless you're retarded, like
guy who likes asshole. That's the name of your page.
Shit.
Yeah, asshole.
Check out Rastercaster tomorrow for his Flash review, which I just saw tonight. And we're going to talk a lot about on Saturday on Skinamax Saturday. That's going to be a very in-depth.
You know what?
Watching that tomorrow.
I think I figured out what I'm going to have to do different, because I'm actually I'm a DC guy. I'm a hardcore DC guy. And I have like the omnibus for Flashpoint, and I should, instead of just making it just purely a review, is actually make it a comparison with a review and tell it and break it down what's different, and then give a full spoiler review on the damn thing.
That's a good idea.
That way it's a little different from everybody else's fucking review of it.
Do it.
Regardless of what I think of it tomorrow.
I like it. Sounds good. Real quick, let's say hi to Sheila, who's being a little bitch. Hi, Dorks.
Sheila.
All right. Hi, Sheila. You can see Sheila on Saturday, where she just brings the cleavage.
I'm about to say, Sheila, just show up on Saturday. Keep your mouth shut and your freaking cleavage open. All right, that's all we want.
All we need. All we need. That's why you have 50,000 subscribers.
Fucking women, man.
Hi, Tiff.
I think she was trying to hand him sandwiches.
Woman, get in there, make me a sandwich.
Far away.
A sandwich.
I also do want to say,
kitchen.
I also do want to say real quick on the Rumble side, I thought this was a troll at first. I saw America First, American flag, American flag, American flag, American flag by Muhammad. Wait for it. The Red Pill Crusader. Thank you, Muhammad, the Red Pill Crusader, for your comment, dude.
Nice.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, it's getting to the point, man, that us honkies and the Muslims got to stick together. The weirdos are getting weird.
Oh, dude, fucking bring it together, man. You know the fucking.
I'll be honest with you. If you ever listen to Lotus Eaters and listen to what's his name or whatever, God, I forgot what I think it's Callum. I think
Callum.
Yeah. He actually talked to some of these folks and everything, and a lot of them are pretty based. And it's kind of
well, I mean, there was the only it's up in Michigan, I think, or is it Wisconsin? But it's the only majority Muslim city in the United States, and they actually banned the pride flag on public buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was Wisconsin. Yeah.
Yep.
That seems like it'd be Minnesota.
It shouldn't be on public buildings, guys. I'm sorry. There's one flag for this country. It's and there's an individual flag for this country in each state. It's the way it is.
Yep. That's right.
Absolutely.
Nana Reaper, go ahead. We'll give you your opportunity to close out.
Yeah, sorry about that. You can find me on Twitter.
All right, Shellback. Go ahead, Nana.
Wow, the hatred. Really?
Go ahead, dude.
Wow.
Speak, Nano, speak.
He's like, fuck you guys.
Well, after promptly escaping a military stockade and into the LA underground, if you can find me, you might be able to hire me, the A-Team.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And I really do hope that in our private Vets Talking conversation or behind the scenes, it was behind the scenes in one of the other streams where you brought up the possibility of a guest at some point. I'm not going to say who, but hopefully maybe we can make that happen.
Wow. I would just like to say for the record, somebody's future ex-wife is getting a little salty there. How dare you embarrass me in front of your 12 years, 7 which are currently on the panel.
Ooh, she's always so nasty.
You know,
I'm just gonna say this
in Adam's defense.
Yeah,
I don't watch this channel.
Yeah, she always thinks that she always assumes that every single person on the panel has YouTube pulled off. So if there's 9 people on the panel and there's 10 people in chat, she assumes that means there's only one viewer. It's not the case, Sheila. Not everybody has it pulled up. You have so many people popping into the chat. That's not always the case.
I'd about
Her
to say
50,000 subscribers is always fucking.
I'd about to say with that extra
Yeah.
saltiness, she better have this shirt extra low on Saturday night because you need to make up for some of that saltiness, her woman.
That's right. That's right. By the way, also Blue Cord Devil is looking for green-haired anti-liberals cleavage.
Wow.
It's barely there. Like
Simp.
I'm not Sheila.
Oh my God. This is I mean shit. This is a no-brainer. Everybody likes Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, dude, that's no question.
Jesus.
No question.
Yeah, she almost made Snowpiercer watchable.
Oh, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I still love the fact that nobody remembers, and I didn't notice until after somebody told me that her character was brought up as I can't remember her name now in the first movie. This wasn't.
She was the Admiral's daughter.
She's the Admiral's daughter.
She's the Admiral's daughter.
She was Penny Benjamin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Penny
Yes,
Benjamin.
Penny Benjamin. Yes.
Yeah. She's the
She was
Admiral's
brought up
daughter. You
in
didn't
the
know
first
that?
10 minutes of the movie. No.
How-
Well, I mean,
how
fuck you.
dare
Like,
you
you
not
fucking
know
knew
that?
that. Shut the fuck
I
up.
did know that, fucker.
You fucking remember as soon as like they brought Penny
Yes.
Benjamin. You didn't know
What
ahead of time.
Yes, I
that was the character for the first fucking movie. Bullshit. Bullshit. I do not believe you.
Mom and Dad are fighting again.
Yeah.
The thing about Top Gun Maverick is it's like really funny that they had old F-14s on the ground and people are like, well, where would that be? And I'm like, well, there's only one place it could be, Iran.
Yeah. It's really
Where they go?
sad. It's really sad that that's still
Only other country that has F-14s.
I
Yep,
did not know that.
And they're painted, but that was not the paint scheme they have. Theirs are painted some desert camo.
yeah.
Well, also, I mean, that
the-
was like that wasn't like a snowy, wintry fucking
Yeah.
scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
I think
mountains.
I think they
mountains
really
in
try. I think they really try to make it very ambiguous.
Ambiguous?
Yes, I can talk.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think I don't think they're trying to allude to any specific country. That was great about the movie. There was no political bias in it whatsoever.
It was
Don't
just
try to
a
nitpick.
fun popcorn movie.
Yes.
Of course, now the media spun it. They're like, well, the American propaganda. Yes, because we're American.
Oh my God.
As opposed to the Disney propaganda.
No,
Yeah, have you-
that
well,
doesn't
have you
exist.
ever-
Look
have you
over
ever seen
here,
the
viewer. Look over here.
Have you ever seen the Chinese knockoff of Top Gun and how god awful it was?
Oh my God, no! But I want to know what it's called because now I
We
want to see
need to
it.
go over that sometime.
I didn't know
Have
there
you
was-
seen the
oh,
ending to Fight Club? The Chinese ending for Fight Club?
Uh-uh. No.
Look up the ending for Chinese Fight Club.
Oh my God.
It's
I
the same
gotta
movie.
Okay,
It is hilarious.
I need both of you guys to remember those and bring that up in the Bets Talking chat at some point.
gotta
We can talk about this shit. That sounds fan-fucking-tastic. I want to talk about both of these.
You don't have a phone with like fucking a notepad? Like type. It's like-
I really appreciate when I get other people's help with this, okay?
He's drunk, okay?
I'm
Made
just
me
giving
look
you
up
shit.
things.
I'm just
My
giving you
thumbs
shit.
hurt.
Chinese
That one
Top
worked.
Gun. Got it.
Sky Fighters. It's
Chinese
called the Sky
Fight
Fighters.
Club.
Words hurt.
Shellback.
If you want to see
Oh.
some
God,
heavy-handed like American
That's
propaganda, military and
Ryan.
industrial complex propaganda, watch the first Transformers movie.
He's guys. He's going to take a shit. Don't talk bad about him.
I would just like to state, Tracy, don't ever utter those words out loud because
Yeah,
they would
and
ruin that.
The reason I say
Please,
this
God,
is
no.
because the only reason that Top Gun Maverick was good is because Tom Cruise was involved, and that
Mhm.
man would not let them fuck it up.
Dude, that scene with Tom Cruise and Iceman was
my
amazing.
God. Yeah, I knowing that Val Kilmer, which Top Gun is one of my favorite movies as a kid. It's
Val
it's
Kilmer
literally one of the reasons that I wanted to go into the military. It broke my heart, man, seeing Val Kilmer like that.
Yeah, Val
I'm so
Kilmer
glad
had
he was in it
cancer.
though.
He
Yeah,
had cancer before this. Like he's recovered since then, but he had cancer.
yeah, but
Yeah.
He's recovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recovered.
Well,
He had throat cancer and he got better.
yeah.
So he
But
can
it's-
talk again.
No.
I don't know if he can talk, but I know they fought
No.
it off.
Yeah.
No.
Did you know that? Did you know he was the voice for Kit in the 2008 reboot of Knight Rider?
I had no idea.
Really? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Tracy. They would screw up Iron Eagle so bad. It just. I don't want a remake of anything. I don't want a second part of anything.
Does anyone remember that H-64 Apache version, like Army helicopter version of Top Gun with Nicolas Cage?
Firebirds.
I don't. It sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was like Top Gun with helicopters in the Army. But
I thought they were Cobra helicopters.
No, they were fucking
Apaches.
No, they were Apaches. Yeah, they were Apaches. What was that? It was called
Firebirds.
Let me Google it here.
You gotta watch that shit. That is hilarious.
No, I think I've seen it, but it's been a long time.
It is like Top Gun, but with helicopters and with Nicolas Cage.
It's Firebird, 1990, with Tommy Lee Jones and Nicolas Cage.
Yep, I do remember this movie. Yep. Oh, I gotta watch that.
Adam's so drunk that it affected his camera.
I hate my camera so much. If I step 2 inches close to the 2 inches too close to the fucking thing, it goes out of focus.
That's what she said.
I actually thought it was his glasses fogged up. I figured he just got done giving his
camera
husband a blowjob.
when he's
there. It is.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
potato camera
effect with that.
The name of the Chinese Top Gun is Skyfighters.
Okay.
Oh, that was a little on nose.
What do you expect?
Well, I mean, come on. How original is China? They rip everything up. China.
You know, it occurred to me while I was taking a piss that I am the Geeks and Gamers Jeremy, and Ryan is my Ryan Kennel.
Oh, well, you know, at least the name lines up, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that means I'm the more racist one. Okay, cool.
More racist.
More racism.
I don't know if you're getting mad at a chat comment when it was just joking. I feel like you might be more Jeremy then.
Well, I think Ryan's
Jeremy does that often.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan.
No, he just gets mad at everything.
Yeah.
So does that mean Raster is drunk 3PO?
I don't think that tracks.
I feel like that's more Jeremy's.
No, Jeremy's are drunk 3PO.
That just doesn't fit though, because Jay is kind of got a suaveness to him, even though he's kind of a goober,
true.
like but Dermy's just like, I don't know what Dermy's like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dermy's just Dermy. Dermy's
just special. He's special.
Why is he not here?
Because he shouldn't be. He has no human rights.
Our knife hands show, this is only vets. I've already said, as much as I love our non-veteran, our civilian commentary on Skin Max Saturday, this is only veteran commentary because we want the true knife hands, angry veteran commentary on here. So yeah,
you don't want soft hands like Dermy's.
That's right.
Probably has like KFC chicken grease on them.
Coming from the Air Force, but we know that you're Air Force on your side. You actually did some shit. Blue Core Devil says, Adam at Vets Talkin, what's the problem? Only did 2 super chats. Yes, well, who else? Somebody else dropped. We had more than just 2.
Oh no, JB was dropping 20s.
Yeah,
that's why.
Raster, we all know that you went with Colonel Jack O'Neill to many planets and fought alien invaders.
Hey, that's a good show. All right.
He's actually
phenomenal movie. I like the movie better, but the show's really good.
The show is.
You like the movie better? I like the show better.
I like
the movie was way better.
The show expanded upon it and made
the quality of it because the budget.
Better.
Yeah, I know, but like, dude, the movie was.
And it brought in Teal'c. Teal'c is everything.
And the show.
Look,
and
just
the show
because
had
you got
P90s.
Jungle Fever doesn't make it better.
I can't help it.
You are the racist one.
That's why I said it.
Ryan,
gotta lean into it here. Come on.
And the show,
that's not my fault. That's what they call it. That's not my fault.
And the show had P90s. That's all that it made a bet.
Yeah, they did have P90s.
I love that game. That's fun. Did we get around to outro for green hair?
No. We didn't even do me yet.
Yeah, we didn't do Shellback yet. Shellback TJC, where can everybody find you?
Here, Twitter, on and as far as here channels, Snowdub's channel, Snowdub Music and Entertainment, Jed Ravenwolf, Raven. Anyway,
Route 16 rest stop.
And,
on a boat, motherfucker. They can find it on a boat.
Actually, it's Route 15 rest stop. But anyway, yeah. There you go. Happening. Me neither.
All right.
Ask for the glory hole swirly, and he know the man hookup.
That's why we need Navy representation. Thank you.
Y'all ain't right, man.
All right, fuckers put their name on their asses.
Saj Marine said, my brother, a year young, retired Air Force. My brother, 5 years younger, retired Marine. We go back as far as the bad guys in Braveheart. Truth. Well, holy shit. Thank you, Sarge Marine. Thank you to your very amazing, patriotic military servant family, dude. You're awesome. Let's see. Real quick, Blue Cord. Major thunder and lightning storm in eastern Ohio right now. Be safe, man. Green-haired, anti-liberal, otherwise known as Gal or Tiff. However, we're feeling right at the moment.
I wear many names, I guess.
Yeah.
Tell us your favorite flavor crayon.
Yeah. Resident sandwich maker.
Green apple?
No, was that too much? Okay.
I wasn't listening to you. You're just good for transportation, so shush.
Yeah. Oh.
Music, but that's about it.
Shut up. Shut.
Where can everybody find you? You know, you have to promote your channel, right?
Yeah.
Hint, mild.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, and I have a YouTube channel that I am working on. I put up a video a couple weeks ago. I'm working on another one now. Green-haired anti-liberal on Twitter, and then you can look up the same thing for Instagram. It's just Tiffany Rose Cosplay as the name or whatever.
Is it the same name as YouTube?
The green-haired anti-liberal? Yes.
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
No, your question, I wasn't understanding it because I just said, yes, it's green-haired anti-liberal, technically on both. If you search.
We went through this last time too. Okay, the shit that should actually eventually start making you money is where you need to start. Promote your fucking channel.
I said my channel.
Quick, she's running on empty. Get the crayons.
Go to Green-haired Anti-Liberal on YouTube. Her link and everyone else is in the channel description or the video description below. Please
you
show
listening, just
please
like a
show
man.
our retarded Marines some love. Tiff, you're awesome. You are awesome.
I thought that's what Toys for Tots around Christmas was for. I always thought we was giving them toys now to the Marines.
Guys, don't be mean to them.
Yeah, they get really mad when they don't get the little Paw Patrol trucks to play with at Christmas time.
No, I was just saying don't be mean to the Marines because what we usually do is put them on a beach and say, you go that way.
Yeah, we take care of your dumbasses and then we fix your shit when y'all leave too.
I guess if that's what you call cannon fodder, is taking care of it.
Just go down that direction and just shoot or fuck whatever's down that beach.
The Marines first in after like every special operations force under the sun.
Yeah, except MARSOC is our just higher level.
They're not part of special operations.
We don't need a special force because y'all would have to go to our boot camp if you switched over. We don't have to go to your boot camp.
No, you people were grandfathers in.
Pull your dicks out. See who's bigger.
Yeah.
Quick.
And meanwhile, us Air Force people are sitting on our plantation balconies watching y'all like fight each other and everything. Like,
okay, flying. I need my gas tank. I need my in-flight refueling craft now. I gotta go drop off some people.
That's about right.
Okay.
It's the only thing the Air Force is good for is a flying gas tank.
Let's close this shit out, Ryan. Go ahead.
I know we've been trying to close it out for the last 30 minutes. All right. So you can find the link to my main gaming channel, Legion Games 2076. Also underneath my name, Ryan, is Legion Talk. That is my pop culture channel. Legion Wire is my political channel. And then, of course, for all the lovely children who are left behind by the government education system, Legion Teaches History is where you can actually learn real history and why that everybody who disagrees with you is not just a Nazi. That's it.
That's a great topic.
Definitely.
How many channels do you have?
We should more conversation like that should happen.
Like actual education.
Maybe eventually
legit history channel.
Huh.
Yeah,
nice.
I might eventually start branching out because this channel does so many different things. I might start just branching out, put different topics on different things. But for now, everything is on Vets Talking. Drop the G and you'll find me. Obviously, you are here on Twitter, but I am also on Rumble. I would love to acknowledge everyone who's watching on Rumble. I love you all as well. Believe me, I would love nothing more than to burn this cesspit that is known as YouTube down to the ground and have everybody go to Rumble at some point in time. If you're not there already, please do subscribe to Rumble as well. Vets Talking Tough Junior. Find me also on Twitter because I have already learned many times. People keep telling me I'm not getting notifications for when your videos are popping up. Maybe it's an excuse, or maybe Papa Susan doesn't like me. I know Papa Susan doesn't like me, just like Mama Susan didn't like me. So you're not always getting notifications, but if you do check that out on Twitter, you will get a notification on there. Everybody who's here on the panel, thank you guys so much. Everyone, you are fucking awesome. Thank you everyone who's there in the chat and our moderators, everyone out there who's dropping the super chats. You guys are so fucking great. You are in fact actually keeping the lights on. I'm not bullshitting you when I say that. Every single one of your dollars is reinvested into what we're doing here. I have not made any kind of profit, and I know I'm not going to for a very long time. So please know that your contribution to this channel and to the death of my liver is going to a great fucking cause to make this show and this channel even better. So please keep on showing up here on Thursday, and also be sure to check out Skinamax Saturday here on Vets Talking, where we'll just get even more drunk and even more fucking silly. And I thank you so much. Remember to double tap that like and subscribe, comment down below because it does help out on the algorithm, and share this out for everybody because you don't gotta be a vet to enjoy this content or to join in on the conversation. Just don't get butt hurt. You've been warned.
Open those arms!